Yeah. Good evenings and salutations, boys and girls, children of all ages. We are the Black Comic Lords. I am your host, Sexual Chocolate, Lord Chocolate, and I'm here with my co-host for tonight, the one and only Big Phil. What up, baby? What up, baby?
We here, man. We about to have some fun. We definitely.
Oh, listen.
We always even though the show started off with the real talk with Rich instead of the
I know you. I know, and I'm like, what? But I say, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. But you know what? That's fine because they let the two wild cards off the reservation.
They did. They did. I got you. Listen.
What? Oh, YouTube, Facebook, X, not X. I'm sorry, Twitter. I hope you got your algorithms and your systems ready.
Twitch.
Okay. I think Twitch is here too. Yeah, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all three. I hope everybody got their joint ready because tonight, strap your seatbelt in, get your beverage, because they got the two wild cards just free. All right, they let
a good night.
DMX and Method Man just off the reservations. We out.
Fact.
But now, how you feeling, my guy?
I want to do something with this light right here, man. I don't like the way that light is shining right there. That's
this man. This man and his light in, and he got it. Listen, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't like
light on me like that. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. If I want to put something up there, like I'm dead serious. Like I'm not playing games here. Like,
you know what it is? Hold on. You know what it is? It may not be the light. You might need to wipe the camera lens because it looks like it's a bleed from the camera.
No, watch this.
This guy. Don't rearrange your whole basement now.
I'm not gonna worry about
it. Don't rearrange the whole basement.
I'm not even using my camera now because of
I know you told me.
StreamYard. You know, we've been having issues with StreamYard.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm not even gonna mess with StreamYard this time around. We just gonna let it do what it do.
Let it be what it be. Let it be.
Yeah, we're just gonna use.
What up?
Using a laptop camera, which I don't like to use, but whatever. Let's get it.
I tell you what, get a little cloth and wipe the laptop camera. I guarantee it'll fix your glare because it looks like you have streaks.
Now that glare's still gonna be there, man. It's on the laptop camera, man.
Let me see. Oh no, you're right. All right, it's just a little better though.
It's the lights, man. It's hey, let's just get it.
Listen, it is what it is. Marwan, what up? AJ, I see you. Let's do a roll call. AJ, hello, BCL. Jay Carter, what up? My boy Kev P. I did not forget. I got you. Matter of fact, because I was shipping out stuff. I shipped out stuff to my boy Marwan. Couple, you know what I mean? I got you on that. Hold on. Pause. I said pause because internally I said my head is big. When I was putting this over my head. I said pause internally. Got that BCL con with the lanyard and all of that. You know what I mean? So listen, you know I'm gonna get you right.
Put that lanyard. Let me see that lanyard front and center, man. Let's see what that thing look like.
Oh, hold on. Check it out. Check me out. So we got that BCL con lanyard. So we got the pocket situation. This is tough. This is tough.
Nice.
I'm not mad at this at all. This is tough.
Right.
Literally, I'm going to MegaCon. Wait, am I seeing y'all at MegaCon? Well, I mean, I know I'm gonna see Paul and Angel. Are you coming out of MegaCon?
No.
Man. So I got this weekend.
I got an event here at the crib, so I can't make MegaCon, but I will be in Orlando on this weekend.
You did see Marwan. We see the thing, Marwan. I need listen. Full disclaimer. Tonight, you got the two shooters, the two gunners with no safety. So whatever happens. The reason why I say this, Phil, is because Marwan already out the gate. Look.
I'm not paying no attention, man. He don't even know what's going on. I'm gonna let him slide, man.
Already out the gate. Listen,
Chocolate,
I appreciate
Can you show? So I'm not even using my camera. I'm just using my laptop. But I'm gonna let Chocolate explain the issues we've been having with StreamYard.
No. There's some legit issues, 100%. So yeah, we crack jokes, came on this. But I experienced this on a separate occasion with StreamYard. So the Mass Appeal event that happened on Whatnot with Rob Markman and all of that. Blah, blah, blah. That was me being the technical lead, doing all of that. I'm using GoPros. Now, I use GoPro because GoPro is in the middle. You got regular cameras like what I got, GoPro in the middle, and the camera that Phil is using is what we call high quality 4K camera.
Right.
The GoPro,
not using it today.
The GoPro is shutting off midstream because it's not compatible with StreamYard. So what happening, and StreamYard admitted this as well, that the 4K cameras, yeah, they throw out high resolution and they look great. StreamYard, for whatever reason, is not able to keep up with the quality. So instead of them degrading the camera, it wants you to do one of two things. Either take your 4K camera and drop it down to like 1080p, or what it does, it overheats the camera and that camera will just boom, shut off. So it's happening to the Sony SR2s, the Sony X5, the Hyperion, no, not the Canon Hyperions or whatnot. Right. All of the high-end streaming cameras, all of them right now, StreamYard is having like a weird glitch with all of these bad boys. So people have been just downgrading it. And then the secondary issue, there's an audio issue going on. And mind you, we love StreamYard. It's not a bashing. It's just going on in real time. We'll be in the meeting or we'll be in the StreamYard. Phil can't hear so-and-so. I can't hear so-and-so. We got to log out, log back in, log out, log back in. After a while, it gets annoying. Just like, it gets annoying. But nah, there's some craziness going on. Yeah. Let's finish with the introductions and the roll call. Who else we got? Smooth Approach. I apologize for calling you Smooth Peach. I don't know what that day. I mean, first off, I haven't had a peach in how long? That's one.
Right.
I don't know where
this is going, but go ahead.
I'm just saying I don't know where it came from. I wasn't even thinking about peaches. My brain just read his name and said, "Oh, Smooth Peach." I'm like, the nigga's name is Smooth Approach.
Right.
I don't know. Girl dad cooking up deliciousness. I'm not gonna front. You got two girl dads here.
Right.
Paul's another one. I like this name. That's fire.
Right.
That's fire. We gonna see. I don't want to segue yet because we're gonna talk about girl dadness and how we put our daughters in position and this and that. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. Just stay with me. Everything makes sense. Stay with me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We just started the show and it's about to go down.
Show me the money. Yeah! Louder! Show me the money! I need to feel you, Jerry! Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money! I love black
people! Expensive Paper 4214, baby!
Hey, Expensive Paper, man's a good brother too, man. As a matter of fact, I got something to talk about with him a little bit later, but we'll get into that.
First off, Expensive Paper, we appreciate you here at the BCL for donating that that 50 big boy. We love it out here. Keep the super chats going. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and the Twitch. Love it.
And let me say something too. I need for people to understand something real quick. Having me and almost called you chocolate, Brandy.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
Having me and Dr. Watson on by ourselves, man. Listen, man, y'all in for a show. Y'all in for a show today. And listen, no holds barred. We're gonna say how we feel. We're gonna be appropriate.
That's a fact. You know what's funny? Somebody said they're waiting for you, Phil, to go. You know what? I'm gonna just say it.
I can't help it sometimes. I can't help it.
We only 9 minutes in. Listen.
We 9 minutes in and got a super chat, you know.
Listen, because this is what happens when you listen. You got the two shooters, two gunners, two wild cards out, no referee. Speaking of referee, shout out to our fearless leader, Paul. Look at this dude. Shout out to the whole crew, Hirsch, Rich, Oracle, Derek, the whole crew. Look at these. Oh Lord, these two. What?
It's gonna be a good show.
Listen, I don't want to hear nothing.
Hey, Chocolate. What are some of the topics we're gonna tackle today?
I mean, first and foremost, hold on. Let me get it together now. Hold on. Let me get it together now.
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I'm actually scared at this point.
Let me get it together now. Hold on. Let me get it together now. We gotta have BCL do-rags. It's official.
We gotta have them.
Official. Listen, I'm woofing right now, but I am a part of. Listen, in our community, we have different subsections, right? You got the beard gang, like Phil. I ain't there. I'm not there. You got you got the goatee gang. You got the braids, the dreads, whatever. But then you got the wave gang. Listen, I am a 360 connoisseur right now. I am woofing. Right now. So, but you listen. Don't listen. You woo-hoo-hoo. But I bring that up because we can't. There's no way we can't without talking about this. What the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, I always, as a joke, I remember when my kid was born, or when every one of my peoples knew I was having a kid, and they sent me a meme of a baby and a do-rag and Gohan with waves and a do-rag and all of that. But I never in a million years thought that we would actually be watching on TV a show where the titular superhero, well, first off, let's bring it back a minute. He is not the main character. In the show, the main character watches him, right? And he is a superhero in the TV show, and he is Captain Durag, and his sidekick is a snow bunny. I mean,
that part. So go ahead. I'm gonna wait. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am on the fence with this one. And a lot of people thought I would sway one way or another. I'm on the fence with this one.
Right.
Maybe because I'm biased, because I am a avid I am a part of the do-rag and the Dax and the Murray and the 16 different brushes community.
Right.
I mean, I am. So I mean, and I've thought about, maybe Captain Do-Rag and Moo Moo Monster, right? And what was the other one I came up with? Washcloth Widow. All that shit.
We was going crazy earlier. Go ahead.
But you know what it is too? I saw the response of the creator, of the lady. It's a black lady, and this was intentional on purpose, not to be derogatory, but she's pulling from black exploitation. So I give you the floor, Phil. So now I understand the anger, but is the anger, or is the left, or I don't want to say left and right? Is it because this is the show? Is it because this is a new show dropped on Black History Month? Is it because there's not a lot of positive depiction? I don't know.
So I'll say this. For me, I have not seen the show.
Me neither. I only seen ads.
I need to be careful and not to give an opinion of something that I haven't seen. I never want to be that particular person.
Same here.
And I don't know what the intention of for this. But here's the thing: I look at Captain Do-Rag. It's like to me when I see it, I don't know if I have a problem with it because I haven't seen it yet. Because it's like we always make jokes. Like if it's done in a cool way, it's whatever. I used to call myself Captain Africa instead of Captain America. You know what I mean? And so it's just I need to see it first. That's my whole thing. But it's also like I feel we pick and choose what we decide to be
angry about. Yes,
I think we have a bunch of selective outrage now. And guess what? There's we got Captain Underpants. The hell?
Thank you.
So I'm just like, we could do Captain Duke. Now, if it's on there and it's some extra cooning or whatever, but if it's a play on black exploitation, then it is what it is. Like I don't necessarily think that it's a nefarious situation. But I feel like we live in a society right now that we always are triggered about some things. Now, once again, I haven't seen it. That's all I'm going to say. I have not seen it. So I don't know. But some of these, why not? I've seen art displayed in museums where it's nothing but do-rag.
Wait, what? Hold on, slow down. What do you mean?
I've seen an art display that was nothing but do-rags like sewn together, and they made like this long drape type situation.
And he made what, like an ultra do-rag?
And it made, I guess it would be an ultra do-rag.
And sorry.
So for me, so I've seen that, and that was considered art. So
once the do-rag come on, there's a Cam level Newton of niggardry that comes on. Hold on, let me stop.
So for me, I have to see the show for me to actually give an opinion on it. So when I seen it, I just thought it was funny. Like I don't know the context of what it's in. So I just want to see it before I say yay or nay. And like when I first seen it, I thought it was funny. I didn't think
I did too. I didn't so here's why so I like that. So you and me are picking from the same vein. We're not gonna talk about something unless we fully digested it, meaning we've seen it, we slept on it, watched it again, and we know what we're talking about, right? So that's why I say I'm on the fence, because I haven't seen it. I'm coming from the same place as you. Now the fence puts me up. I stay on the fence because I'm not gonna go in and immediately support it, because the author. So there was a post by JP Anumbra, and he replied to the show's creator, who is a African American female. I don't know her from a can of paint, but she said, no, this was done intentionally. It was done in satire. It was done in the vein of blaxploitation and all of that jazz. Now, I haven't seen it, so I don't want to go down that road where, blaxploitation. Until you watch it, you don't know how you're going to feel about it. You don't know how you're going to deal with it. So I don't know yet.
Right, and for me, that I think I just want to see it and see what's going on. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll say something. I'll give a very unpopular opinion. I didn't like the Boondocks cartoon in the beginning.
Whoa! Stop! Time out! I'm gonna tell
you why. Because I loved the cartoon that was in the comic strip. I loved the
newspaper article first.
It was very political.
Yes, it was.
So my issue with the Boondocks, when I first seen it, I watched the first episode and I cut it off. But I was like, man, it's a mess. People are like, how you know? I said, man, because my issue with the Boondocks was, now watch this. We mad about Captain Durag, right?
Our president is black and my Lambo's blue.
When you watch episodes of the Boondocks, they cut every word out besides for NIGGA. And that was on regular television. They never bleeped it out. They didn't bleep it out.
They didn't get you right. Yes, they never bleeped it out.
Little Riley, they were saying it as little kids and whatever, and I'm watching it. And so when I watched it, I was like, for me, it was like I didn't think that was cool because you bleep out everything else, but the N word wasn't bleepable. So I had an issue with that. Now, for me, if it was, and of course it came on at night and this, that, and whatever, but you bleeped out everything else besides for that, I had an issue with that. Now, is the Boondocks a great cartoon? Of course it is. Is it written excellently? Of course it is. I'm not debating that.
Season 1 through 3.
I mean, there's certain episodes that are crazy. Like the Tyler Perry episode is ridiculous.
Oh, Grandmama. Listen, I can go. So I'm happy. So my experience with the Boondocks is similar to yours, but from a different lens.
Right.
I read it on a comic book strip because it was Dilbert, it was Boondocks, it was Annie, whatever. I used to read all of that in Daily News and read on the comic strips. That's back in the day, guys, when you had to actually pick up the paper and read. Right. But you're 100% right. I know it's Dilbert, Annie, Calvin and the Hobbs. I would read these strips. But yes, for me, Boondocks was dope because as a kid, it was like, wait up, I've been reading this for years. Mom, let me get the newspaper. Go and run it, see it animated. 1. 2, at the time, there was nothing that was black, I don't give a damn black. I'm going to talk about it and be what it may be on the air. Whether it was, the internet was still in its infancy at that time. I think the only thing that was raunchy or crazy like that was Newgrounds, right? Remember, you're talking to a cyber deviant here. Newgrounds, but that was more just, downloading and watching females, not porn, but just, watching stupid, too hot for TV bullcrap. But Boondocks was dope. I mean, I can go down Grandmama, right? What was the character? Thugnificence, right? Homies over. See, Phil, they thought they was going to catch us because we have also been given a mandate to keep the vulgarity, meaning the F-bombs, down to a minimum.
For sure.
They thought he was going to catch it. Wait, that's not a curse. That's actually a garden tool. Homies over hoes. Hey, do the homie. Do the homie. Right? So you got homies over hoes. Thugnificent, right? You got nigga, you thought you was going to catch me, YouTube. Nah. And then my number one, the Candy rapper, right, where he was like, "Listen, my president is black and my Lambo's blue." I slapped the what? Yo, I'm sorry. Boondocks was that was not.
So that's what, but I'm saying it was a great show. Somebody had said, well, it was an adult cartoon. I'm like, yes, it was an adult cartoon, but once again, they bleeped out all the profanity and the cuss words, but they didn't bleep out the N-word. I
saw it uncut, so for me, it was straight through. Because Boondocks, but that makes me actually. I can actually see why you would be more infuriated.
And I try not to say it, but it's just like when I see it, the way it was presented, my thought process was when y'all are at this meeting and they said we're taking this out, this and this, but we're gonna keep that. That's what
copy.
That was my issue. But moving on from that, I mean, so
you got a valid point. You got a valid point.
It's just, I mean, it's just about appropriateness. I think things have to be done in a certain way. It's a great show. It's classic, et cetera, and so I'm not taking nothing away from it whatsoever. But for instance, I can you could bring me out my favorite dish, but there may be it may be something about something that I may not like, but it still can be something that I still enjoy.
Touche.
Making a critique is not a hate. It's not me hating.
Of course not.
Nature, but I think some people feel that way. Like if you don't agree with everything,
you dismiss the whole plate. Like
no, that's not what we're doing.
It's like you tell a restaurant, listen, I love the appetizer, I love the main course, I didn't really like the dessert. I'm not saying the restaurant's bad. I'm just saying I ain't like the apple pie. That's all. Saying I ain't like the apple pie. That's all. But now you're 100% right. But yes, going back to hold on. I apologize. Captain Durag. I mean, listen, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna talk about it next Weekend Warrior. Next Wednesday wrap up. We will absolutely have our full opinions on this because right now this is just the surface. We haven't seen it. Let's see what's happening. Ooh, hold on. I don't know though. Hold on. Before we leave this, because Phil brought up a valid point, and I'll give the floor to Phil. We had a Captain Underpants. So John 14-714 says there would never be a superhero called Kosher Guy. But if a white guy created Captain Underpants, you have a black African American lady who's making Captain Durag. Why can't a Jewish dude make a Kosher Guy?
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. Yes, his do-rag is his mask. But yes. So once again, boys and girls, we're going to leave this because we haven't seen it. Maybe we should do like a BCL viewing. And we're going to do all of that.
And the do-rag being a mask, it's actually clever. But like I said,
that's not no cheap do-rag. Let me explain.
That's the long joint. It's the cape and the mask.
It's the cape and it's the V. Here's what I mean by that. So the cheap do-rags are like a T, meaning it's just the line down the middle, and then it's the brim that comes across. He has the long tail do-rag, which is expensive. And if you look above his eyes, you see that V? That's what you call the V-force. So when y'all think I'm playing, listen, I live this do-rag life, okay? Right here. So check this out. Hold on. Yeah, I live this do-rag life. So you see this V-force? Get out the way. You see this V-force right here? So this V-force right here, that's what you know you got a quality do-rag. Because then it rolls up, and when you pull down, you get that. Know what I mean? Yeah. So listen, I mean, let's see what. It's like, listen, I'm just saying.
Listen, we everybody learns something. I don't need. I mean, I can't rock a do right. I can, but
I'm just saying. Moving on, boys and girls. We got to talk about this real quick. So we talk about awards left and right. We talk about the amazing. I'm going to say this so the wheels fall off. I am happy that our boy Dennis Cowan is getting the Eisner. He deserves every flipping award under the sun. But I got to highlight that the BCL gave him his award first.
Yes, sir.
I got to highlight that, and that means something. We gave him his award for us by us.
Right.
Now,
it is what it is. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, listen, you're absolutely right. Now, staying on the team of For Us Bias, the Zelda Awards. So the Zelda Awards, for those that aren't familiar, so the Zelda Awards is a award that's specifically for Black women or women in comics. So it was inspired by Zelda Jackie Orms, the first Black woman cartoonist in the United States. Full stop.
Pittsburgh. Let's get that straight. That's Pittsburgh.
Absolutely. And I think, funny enough, I think you and Paul were talking about her a couple during the BCL Con days, so the last year, talking about her and a few other artists or individuals that pretty much did works or not Black females that didn't get their credo. So basically, they highlight Black women in the cartoon world. And when I say that, it's not just artists; it's everything. If you are in the comic book realm or that zeitgeist, they highlight all the Black women that are doing work and putting up crazy, putting up crazy numbers, if you will. So right now, we have me personally. We have a few of our colleagues, our counterparts, our favorites, our friends in the runnings right now. So a couple nominees: web comic of all ages, right? You have Kim Riot. You have, listen, I'm not going through all these names. I'm sorry. Call me biased. My girl, Dr. Ebony Toussaint, she's on here. She's nominated for web comics. So everyone can go to the website, zeldawards.com, create an account for free, and you can vote, right? So we have our girl, Dr. Ebony Toussaint. She's there for her webcomic Crash Cart. And there may be some names I don't know, so I'm going to skip to the names that I know 100%. Let me see here. Oh, you know what? Y'all can even see my screen. I apologize. Hold on. I apologize. I thought y'all could see my screen. Y'all cannot. So Zelda Awards Evote. I want this one. Here we go. So boom. Take this down. Add to the stage. Behave.
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
Here we go. I want to put Phil back up. There we go. So as you see here, start from the top, like I said. So web, all comics, all ages. Dr. Ebony Toussaint, right? She's doing amazing work. I met Dr. Ebony Toussaint last. I knew her through the comic book sphere, but I met her officially through Sanford Green. So Sanford Green has adopted her as his little sister. She's doing great work. Married to a Haitian man, kid. She's in, I think, North or South Carolina. She's a nurse. She's doing dope stuff in the comic book community, putting comics in the hands of underprivileged kids, white, Black. She's doing a dope stuff out there. So absolutely got to support her. And keep in mind, everyone here is doing the same. But this is somebody I know. So I'm sorry. Call me biased. Call me biased. If you know what I'm saying, if Oracle was here, we'd be voting for Oracle. So you got manga, different artists and whatnot. You got horror, graphic novels, different artists and whatnot. I want to keep going down because there's a few people here that we know. Rachel Thomas, nonfiction for Shrink. Got to support. Dr. Angelique Roche for graphic novel superhero for Life Dream. I mean, come on now. Got to vote for that. Got to vote for her. Hold on. Uh-oh. Graphic novel, sci-fi. Who we got? Our girl, Stephanie Williams, Temporal. You know we got to support. Boys and girls. I mean, come on now. You know we got to support. And the list goes on and on and on. My girl, Regine Sawyer, is in here. Like I said, this covers everything. Not just artists and writers, but fixers, if you will. Look at this. The best cover. You got Fumes, Montress, Skull Masquerade, Disney's Mirrorverse. But y'all know, we got to go for Juliet Naneka, Roots of Madness, #1. I mean, come on. At least that's what I'm going for. Sabine Rich, Fight Girls, Best Colorist. So don't let me influence you, but we definitely got to go support. Look at these names here. And all of these individuals, all of these nominees are females. Best Series, Stephanie Williams, Roots of Madness. And Phil, the crazy part about this for me, obviously I'm here for Stephanie. Obviously I'm here for Regine Sawyer. But every nominee here is a woman, right? Which we love. But I didn't even realize, and maybe this is bad on my part, I didn't realize there were so many ladies out here putting out dope comic books or doing so much dopeness in comics. And I say that because I'm focused on, Absolute Batman and this and what my boys are doing. But I'm like, outside of Steph, because there's more than Stephanie. You got Stephanie, Alita, Dr. Rocha, but there's some ladies out here doing damage.
Yeah.
Doing damage. Best writer. Look at this. Stephanie Williams again. Natasha Jones, Dr. Ebony Toussaint, emerging trailblazer. This one, I don't know, because you got Ashley Vandercruz. Come on now. I believe we had her on the show. Stephanie Williams, Dr. Ebony Toussaint. I mean, come on now, boys and girls. What? Spirit of Zelda, 10 years in the business. What? Then this one, Founders Award, creators who are changing the industry. I'm biased because Regine Sawyer put me into comics. Dennis Cowan, Regine Sawyer. Regine Sawyer is local to New York City. If you guys ever read Marvel Voices #1, and y'all know what I'm talking about, the one with the one that started it off, Rob Markman, Charlemagne the God, Method Man, Damian Scott, Carrie Randolph, Brian Stilfreeze, the first one, that was a Regine Sawyer baby. Listen, I don't know who to vote for this one, but make sure we go out and vote. Let's show our ladies some love.
How do we do the voting on those things?
Oh, love it. So you literally go to the ZeldaAwards.org, and literally once you go to the ZeldaAwards.org, matter of fact, let's do it. Let me show you real quick. So you go to the ZeldaAwards.org, right? So this is the website right here, the ZeldaAwards.org. You literally just scroll down, vote for your favorite creator here. Bam! Once you click on that, it's going to bring you to this. And you literally you can sign in. It's going to ask you on the top right, sign in or sign up. And you just click, boom, and you vote. You just boom, boom, boom. So it's almost like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Thing. You just click what you want. And when you get to the end, boom. Oh my God. Sorry. What is this?
What do they have? Do they have anything for like best cover artists, anything like that, or do any category?
Yeah, so check this out. So they got web comics, they got horror web comics, web comics fantasy, web comics sci-fi, manga, graphic novel, horror, Jasmine Joner. I do know who that is. Novel, fantasy, non-fiction, superhero, sci-fi, novel. I saw something here about best. Okay, so check this out.
Here we go.
Best pencils, best ink. This is where I would actually lean to you, Phil. This is your department.
Yeah.
Best pencils, best ink. This is your department. All right, this is up. This is you. So, and these are the books that they've worked on. So you got Ashia Fulmore on Temporal, right? Francesca Fattini, Can I Scream? China Rose Maria, Today is Different, right? So different others. You got best cover. So you got all these. So these are the comic books and the ladies that did the work on them. You know where I'm going. Juliet Naneka. I mean, Roots of Madness #1. You know where I'm going with that. I mean,
so for me, I'll go back to that, to the covers. Can you click on the cover? Can you click on the covers, make them pretty big?
It won't. Oh, actually, my bad. Here we go.
All right, so we got Roots of Madness. Oh, speaking of that, look like, show that one. Show that again.
See?
Right there in my hand.
There you go.
No, no fake support here.
Listen, we're not faking the support. You got Roots of Madness. You got, what is this? This is tough. The Gray by Michaela Moore.
Okay.
That's tough. What's this one? Ooh.
That's a cover.
Tarsila Neves, Queen Bee.
That's a cover.
That's a problem. Oh,
that's a cover.
This is nice. Mm-hmm. Belle, Jane Apple, Carla Wazigia. That's dope.
That's nice.
That's nice. Skull Masquerade. What's this one? This is nice. Lucina Modicia. Okay. What we got here? Woo! Monstrous. Yeah. Sana Takeda. That's tough. And then the last one is Fumes. Talia and Thon and Kum. Okay.
Yeah,
this one, I'm not gonna lie to you. This one caught me off guard.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That one caught me off guard. You know how I feel about this.
Those two are the ones, man.
Yeah,
like right there, and it's not no different. I mean, you see that the bees. If you look, there's the bees on there. So I would need to know
I just caught the bees. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see the bees in there. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And just there's just the way that the clothes and it's weaved in there, like if you know,
like a honeycomb.
Yeah, that's a dope image.
Nah, this is tough. I'm not. But see, now think about this. Let's say you're a comic book creator, right? Someone like Phil, someone like myself, that's always looking to do collabs and create covers. And you may be like, "Yo, I want some dope artists. But maybe they may not necessarily need to be women of color. You just want dope artists." And you're like, you know what? Obviously, we're gonna look out for our ladies first, women, that look like us. But here's a bunch of ladies just doing dope work, point blank, period. Because I would have never seen this cover if it wasn't because of the site.
So here's the thing. So I'm gonna tell you. So here's my thing about it. I think it's really dope that they're having these awards. Shout out. I'm gonna shout out to Pittsburgh because I feel like we're the mecca when it comes to black comics, but I'm gonna leave that alone. We'll get into that later. We got Matt Baker and we got Jackie Orms. As a matter of fact, I sent you a.
I know. You and the thing is, the problem that I have with this, So hold on. I gotta. When I
text you too, so you can just put it up that way also.
It's a positive problem. I don't want to give no clues away, but oh man, I am a sucker for and I'm not gonna pause that.
And you know that that's my mural that I put up.
Bush. Oh, we gonna talk. Don't give them no clues, boys and girls. Hold on. I need to show.
I'm just saying. So we said Jackie Orms, and we don't. So I'm gonna say what's dope about this because my whole thing is when I read what makes the Roots of Madness cover dope. What makes some other covers dope is that I don't look at that and I say, a woman artist did this, right? I just look at it like, oh, this is a dope cover.
Period. Full stop.
That's what my whole thing is. Can it compete with everything else? So when I pick up Roots of Madness, I'm pro Stephanie Williams all day. That's the homie.
We die.
You know what I mean? But I don't look at this and say, oh, the cover was done by a woman. I just look at her cover. I said, man, this cover is just ill.
Facts.
So to me, that's how it sells me. But I also do believe, it is important that, people are represented, but I also feel that once you get into this field, now we got to be on an even playing ground. It got to be, you got to be able to produce. And like I said, I bought every issue of Roots of Madness since it came out. And it's on my pull list. Matter of fact, I have it on pull list at 2 separate shops.
Hey,
and, it's just an incredible book.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm saying it here, as Phil would say. I'm gonna say it. Nah, I'm gonna say it.
Stephanie I love Williams that cover. And what's funny? I want to see this cover. So here's the thing, though. I need original art for this because what I would love to see is if this was because I think that the artist does her things digitally, right?
I don't know, maybe. But I know she's an African.
But I would love to see a painted version, like the painted. If this was painted, if this was actually painted, I would love to see that like that, and I would love to see it without the trade dress because
just the virgin, just the photo itself, the
cover. So. Yeah, but shout out to all the women in the categories, man. I want them all.
Absolutely.
We want them all.
But so I was gonna say something.
Yes, sir.
And I'm looking at this one, and this one pulls on my heartstrings.
For sure,
because
it's incredible.
Not incredible, yes, but because it. And you can probably talk about this better than me. Because art, and you're we're not a monolith. I keep saying this is your department. You're a DJ. You're a lot of things, right? But one of your wheelhouse superpowers, where you can talk about this with the top level, with the rookies, with the big dogs. No matter, this is your ish. Is art. This is your ish, 100%. I say this talks to me, and you can speak on that because me as a black man, I have watched my mother do that exact thing with my sister. I've watched my aunts and my cousins and the girls on the sidewalk, on the porch, and do the exact same thing with the Daks and the Murrays in the middle of the braid so it don't get, dry. And my sister's sitting there crying and like, my head, tender-headed. I seen all of that. So
Right.
That whole pose with the my wife is doing that upstairs to my daughter right now. Like this is cultural. This is home.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of also what makes it dope. But for me, I think that's what's dope. But then I also feel like it's just a dope image.
Facts. Oh yeah.
And I think like I look at things from multiple lenses, because I could look at something and I could say this really speaks to me, but it's not. But artistically, it's not better than this particular piece, regardless if this speaks to the heart, right? So, for instance,
I lost it. Oh no.
For instance, we all collect. There's certain books that we have that aren't worth the paper that is printed on, but to us, it's worth so much for sentimental value.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So like, and the thing is, the thing about this is now when me and you first saw this, we were surprised when this popped up.
Hell yeah, because I was like, what is this? And I was like, nah, but if you didn't bring up the bees, I would have missed it.
Right.
Because I'm looking at it, it's like either she has wings. Mind you, I don't know nothing about this comic book. We just going off the art.
Right.
Her skin, it looks like they're making honeycomb on her. I see 2 wings or bee wings. It looks like she's in water or honey. It could be water or honey. There's a bee on her. There's bees coming up, but she don't look like she's in pain.
Right.
And I'm like, oh nah, this cover is dope. Nah, it's ill. It's a fact.
It's ill.
I love this. I love this.
That's all. Listen, man. Look, so
look at what Studio Sky Tiger just wrote. Skill versus emotional impact. Both masterpieces are when you got both. Tough. And then you got expensive paper. The cover's fire. I would love to get the original art.
Let's talk impact.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Before we get into that, because we're talking about art and we're talking about your specialty and whatever the case may be. Hold on. And boys and girls, we got the one and only DJ Big Phil here. So before we go on, Phil, last week we spoke about some things and I was there. I was able to get the news out. But ain't nothing better than when you got the person himself to speak about his situation. I give you the floor.
Thank you, my brother. So, you know what? Run the video first.
Woo! Out the gate.
Run the video first.
The man said out the gate. Let's go.
This is Big Phil, and I'm excited to say that my coffee table book for Collections in Black is on its way and will be available soon. The beautiful thing about this particular book is that you will get a chance to see never before seen footage from Collections in Black. You get a personal view of the art, the artists, the locations, the creators, and everything else that has to do with the culture. So as you can see, I'm very excited for the coffee table book, to the point where I'm going to release a preview of it within the next couple of weeks. And even in the preview, we're going to have a sneak peek of my comic called The Forgotten. I'm only printing up a limited number of copies, and the first 50 copies will be numbered and signed by me. I'm going to say that one more time. The first 50 copies will be numbered and signed by me. I'll start shipping out copies for only $15 within the next couple of weeks. And remember, this is going to be limited edition. There's not going to be a lot of copies made, so can't wait for you to see the book. Peace.
Tough.
There we go.
Perfect timing. So our NBA Live girl, and she's like, "Is it too late to cash app you?" Listen, these books are flying hot. These books are flying hot.
They're flying. I mean, no, it's not too late. I wanted people to understand that it's going to be a limited run. So here's the thing. So my whole thing is I wanted to maximize the collectability of the book, right? So the actual coffee table book is going to be a coffee table book. It's going to be a big book. It's going to be a decent sized book. But I wanted to do now for me, being that it's comic related, I wanted to create an ash can, right? So that's for the collectors. You know what I'm saying? So we create the ash can, and it's super dope, and the ash can is almost like a prototype to give me an idea of what it's going to be. And then the dope thing with the Ash Can is I'm gonna sign the first 50. I'm a number and sign the first 50. I may number some for people later, but they won't be. I may sign some for people later, but I won't number them. When I go to OAX, to be honest with you, I'm gonna sit down with Uko. I'm gonna have Uko probably sign his page. And you know that's what I'm looking to do. And I will not be doing a second printing, like a second edition. I won't.
So this is it.
So that'll be it. So I'm gonna do an initial. I mean, I got some testers, but then I'm gonna do an initial pressing of a couple hundred, and that's it. I'm not doing like a big press run on this. I just want this to be what this is for, because this is for those who've been rocking with me for the beginning. And here's the thing: when the comic comes out, being that the Ash Can is a comic format, correct? When the comic comes out, just remember the first time you've seen the characters will be in the sneak peek preview. One of the characters will be in the sneak peek preview. So that's all I got to say. You know, so this is what we're doing. Shout out to my man Sig Slayer, man. I'll see you at OAX. We're gonna have a good challenge with me.
So hold on. Do I still have? Yes, I do. Hold on, because people are asking in the chat, can I send you stuff? I want to put the post up that I had that had your Cash App information. So here it is right here. So there's no excuse, no questions. Here it is right here. So and this segues into what I was talking about earlier about Girl Dad. Because who's that young lady in the middle?
That's my daughter.
There we go.
Baby girl. My baby
there
girl.
We go. So check it out.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, no, I was just saying, check it out. Cash App, DJ Big Phil, 2 L's. Get yourself that book spot. Get a spot for that book. There you go.
Get your spot, because it's going fast. Like it's going fast, people. And you know, I'm the thing about it though is that and when you send it, please make sure make sure I get your address too now, because I don't want to be, because don't be sending it just so I go buy me some snacks.
I'm hearing people buy more than one.
The thing is, it's a labor of love, man. Like I worked very hard on this particular book.
I'm sorry, Phil. I apologize. I keep cutting you off. I got to give you 10 seconds because Kaz just brought up something, and I spoke about it last week, but y'all thought I was joking. Kaz trying to listen. Matter of fact, Phil, you talk to the people, because maybe when you say it, it'll register. Because they think it's a game. You talk to the people about the numbering and the. Go ahead.
Numbering is important. 1 and 50. 50 is another one that's serious. The only ones I'm keeping for myself is 1 and 33, because 33 is company name.
I thought you were keeping 1 through 5.
Well, because we're gonna do what we said we was gonna do for 1.
Okay. So let me be careful, because, and I wish Paul was here, because Paul would have been like, oh, you giving it away. I'm not giving nothing away. 1 through 5 is going to go through a special treatment. Myself and Phil know what we're talking about. We're going to leave that there. So the numbers 1 through 5 will not be available for public consumption yet. Obviously, 1 is going to Phil. 100%. We know that. Right. Also, was it 33 you keeping as well?
33.
1 through 5 and 33 are going to Phil. They're going to get a special treatment. Now, when Phil says I'm ready, and these babies are ready for their situation, if you didn't get a chance to get the original one, oh man, I feel bad for you when it's time for these babies to move. Yeah. That's all I can say. I'm not saying that else.
There's only one more person that's guaranteed a 1 through 5 too, and that's my man Expensive Paper.
Woo!
He's probably gonna get 4 or 3, whatever. My mom may get 5 or something.
You're gonna have people fighting.
No, Expensive Paper gets 1 through 5. He gets a 1 through 5, man. He did something big, and I really appreciate that brother for it. So
I don't want to start nothing, but Kaz, what number Kaz got?
0 through 50. Kaz is probably gonna get 2 or 3. Like Kaz is definitely getting one of those also.
Right, so Kaz is cool. It's funny. You know how they say when you watch someone on TV, when you hear them in chat, you feel like you know them. I see Kaz and Collections of Black in every video, and I've been watching, maybe because I've been watching the episodes of Collection of Black. By the way, make sure you guys are watching the episodes of Collection of Black. I literally watched episode 4 the other day. Oh, man, when they were talking about I think Kaz was talking about the fact that because where I left off was they were talking about the Black Panthers, and I think the Kirby family, they couldn't find all the other ones. So the one that you guys had, that's the only one that they know. Yeah, if there's another one, it's in some suitcase or it's under somebody's bed. That's it. This is the only one that we know. And I'm like, damn, do you know how rare that is?
Yeah. But I mean, it gets no better than that. I mean, you can't, you know, and it's funny, man, because you can't make that up. You know, I mean, think about it. So Fantastic Four 52 is the first appearance of the Black Panther. And the fact that there's not one page that exists from Fantastic Four 52 is crazy. Like nobody can find it. You know, even Casper said something about even people who know about the stuff in the ether have no idea what it is. So I'm gonna tell you something. I cut a piece of the film out because somebody said something about who may have it, and I didn't want to put that out there. I'm saving that. I'm saving that for something else I got coming.
You're saving that for when you reach out to that person and you're like, yeah, I got it.
I'm saving it for something else I got coming up. But I feel like, but it's such a big mystery. But to be able to have what we believe is the oldest surviving page with the
that's still rare though.
You know, to have it in my hands and to have it in there was just amazing. And I want, it wouldn't happen if it wasn't for Casper and his relationship with the Kirby Museum. And speaking of that, this weekend they got the Kirby Awards that's been gone from hiatus. And so we're going to be, doing some of that as well. So it's a lot going on this weekend, man. It's about to be an incredible time.
Listen, I think for me, it's two things. One, I was waiting to see, and we've spoken about it here, but the second one caught me off guard was Dennis Cowan's reaction to seeing the art. And then him talking about, this is what got me into art. And I mean, not comics, and I had to work for this guy. And Dennis has told me this conversation face to face, but seeing him in his vulnerable, just kid form, because that's what happens, right? It brings you back to when you were a kid. And you're like, oh, I saw this. Is dope. And then, of course, I'm waiting. I don't know if I think you guys said you got this on film. I'm waiting to see the I think it was Paul's Black Panther sketch, and to see the impromptu, I don't want to say battle, but the impromptu admiration between Steel Freeze and Cowan.
Oh, so that was the year before, and that was on Sunday. I was back in Miami that day. And so what had happened on that particular day was basically just them going around showing each other the sketches. And then what happens is, ego kicks in. They're like, oh man, let me go ahead and knock this out. Let me do this. So I mean, that's dope to be in that position. So I'm bringing a sketchbook this time. So hopefully I could get, something crazy like that done this year.
Yeah, but it's funny you say ego, because
the ego in a good way. Ego in a good way.
No, I'm with you, but it wasn't even ego at first. It was literally, for me, it was more from, because I'm hearing the story, it was more admiration than it's the ego. Like, nah, I got to make sure I bring my A game.
Right. So that's why I said that. I said I misspoke when I said that.
It's funny when I go to the OAX website and I type in the Kirbys. First thing I see, Kaz, Tracy Kirby, Tom Kraft, Rand Hop, literally just sitting there, just basking in the original art. Super dope. Phil, I love graffiti. I love murals. I love tag. You want to talk about what we about to show next? Because I'm excited.
So let me tell you this. I'm gonna give a shout out to my man Shane, who's coming down there, who's one of the dopest graffiti artists that I know. We did a mural last summer in Pittsburgh, and it was it was a dope experience. We did it for we did it 2 years ago when I first did Collections in Black, and we did something that was a homage to Black comics, Black creators. We show love to Matt Baker in there, Arvell Jones, Jackie Orms, and we got a bunch of artists together to put together a killer mural. Did a dope video about it. It's part of the August Wilson Center. Only thing about this particular image, it doesn't have the August Wilson. We went back and put the August Wilson logo on it as well. But you know, it's Big Phil's Collections and Black Mural. So one of the guys who helped put together is my man Shane. Shane is actually driving from Pittsburgh to Orlando. He left Monday. So he matter of fact, he's in Savannah today, and he was sending me images of whatever. And he's going down there with
snap!
There he is, right there.
Yeah, it's like he heard you. It's like, yes, sir.
And he has some.
You know, he's bringing art with him if he's driving down.
Yeah, he's bringing. So what he's doing is he's driving down. They just want to enjoy the ride. He's done a bunch of art for me. We're getting ready to work together. He does a bunch of murals in the city. I mean, he's a monster, but he's created some very special. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you something real quick.
By the way, boys and girls, I'm looking. I am highly annoyed with myself right now. I am on the OAX website right now, and I know Paul, Oracle, Phil, Kaz has even berated me into like, you need to go, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me take a look here. First off, I'm like, wait up. This is what happens when you have kids. Like, yo, this is the website, oax.art, right?
There's a piece that I wanted to show.
Oh, we're gonna show it. We're gonna show it, right? So I'm just showing the website, right? Dope website, people. Like, that's nice. Yeah, one, you know, big boy. I mean, Heritage Auction. Heritage is listen, when you want to talk original art, you want to talk about Amazing Fantasy #1. You want to talk about big boy books. Heritage Auctions. This is it, right? You got their sponsors. Look at this lineup. Julie Bell.
Heritage Auction is in episode 1 too, because me and my man Khalil was down there. They were showing us some Matt Baker books. But go ahead, brother. Keep going.
Listen. We're gonna talk about that. Trust me. Adam Kubert, Kevin Nolan, Bella Ratchet. The list goes on. And John Romita, just the first 8 fire. Now,
well, let me tell you something that a lot of people don't know real quick.
Talk to me.
You know John Romita Jr. So you know you remember the Prowler, which is like one of the first black villains.
Yes.
Right? Created by John Romita, correct?
Correct. His dad.
It was not created by John Romita.
You had this conversation. It was created by his son.
It was created by his son when he was a kid.
Yes. And I was
like, go back down to my man Ranga. Go down.
Where you at?
Go the other way.
Oh, go up.
Yeah, keep going. This brother right here.
This gentleman right here, yeah.
Ranga. He is a monster. Then you got my man next to him, DeMayo, who is just next level also. Like, it's going to be incredible, y'all.
Listen, I am excited. I mean, David Finch, everyone here, heavy hitters. Now, me being me, whether you can afford original art
go
or
back.
I keep
going. You got Mafood is Cuban.
Yeah, right here, Jim Mafood.
He's a monster. There's nothing but monsters on there.
I was about to say that everyone here is a savage in their own right. Here's what catches me. So I'm just scrolling and I'm like, okay. Tickets, weekend pass, $200. That's nice. You know, that's a good price. Couples, you and your wife, you and two homeboys, whatever. You want to go half on a ticket, $250. Beautiful pass. I'm sitting here, oh, okay, this is nice. Yeah. Swag bag. What?
Swag bag's crazy.
I could imagine, right? So now here's where remember, Phil and I were having this conversation in backstage. I need to graduate to original art, right? But I have mastered sketches and CGCs and whatnot. I have mastered that. Now, the PhD master in me when it comes to that, I see this and my heart starts beating a mile a minute. Sunday, free quick sketches and signatures for participating artists.
So
what?
Look at this. Here we go.
Hold on. What? Hold on. On you.
It's 2025
That's the swag bag. Come on. What's it?
I'm gonna go. Let's see what's some of this. This is when. So when we doing our auctions, we
you do your auction.
You know,
okay.
So my swag bag may be different than everybody else's. So
here we go.
You know, you get stuff like this.
Whoa! What's that?
You know, I don't know if everybody got this in their swag bag.
What is that?
Art pieces. It's an incredible man. Listen.
Hold on. Look. So this guys. This was not planned. This is Kaz talking about this weekend. 56 artists are part of the free sketch and signature event on Sunday. $90 for that one-day ticket, on top of the fact that you get to see all this original. Oh my God. I'm stuck in Brooklyn. I can't get down there. Are you kidding me? Oh, do you know what I would do with Sanford's good. And keep in mind, I have Sanford on speed dial, but I'm just like Walter Simonson. All these
Walter Simonson's crazy.
I'm like, are you kidding me? All these heavy fucking, excuse me, I ain't curse, but all of these heavy flipping hitters.
Uko Smith gonna be down there too. Uko's coming.
Oh no, Uko's a problem. Uko's a problem. But you know what? You know what's more of a problem? You know, you having fun and your parents would have come in and chaperone you. That's what just happened a few minutes ago, boys and girls. I give you our leader, our goddamn founder, Paul, baby. Look at his face. What up? We said no curse. We ain't break no rules. We ain't break. We left everything the way you left
it. There is a recording, so anything that you guys said, there will be an invoice sent to your accounts. What's up, fellas?
Listen, we left. You know,
I literally have no idea what you guys have been talking about.
That's what. Good. Let me say this real quick. We're talking about OAX and things that we got popping coming down there.
Look at this.
Like I said, my man Shane is driving down from the crib.
What are we talking? Is this OAX? Is that what you're talking about?
So hold on. So Paul, let me give you some context. So what I was saying to the crowd was I have already been berated by yourself and Oracle and Phil and Kazra through proxy. And what has now thrown me over the edge is not the fact that these amazing artists will be there with their original art. It's the fact that I need to graduate to original art, but I have mastered CGC and sketching and whatnot. That mastery sees this as a golden opportunity. And I'm just like, God dang. And then Kazra has added more salt to the wound by saying not only is it just a couple of artists, no. 56 artists are part of the free sketch and signature event on Sunday. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a great event.
Oh my God. 56? Are you kidding me?
That's a great event.
I've missed that both times. Last time because I was breaking down my stuff, then the first time because I had to leave.
Man.
I was filming stuff, so I missed out on a lot of the sketch. I managed to get one sketch by an artist I saw, and it's right there. That artist, go back.
Who?
Go up. No, down.
We slow down.
Down. Keep going. One more. Right there.
Which gentleman?
Uranga.
Oh, Phil was just telling me about this gentleman.
Yeah, he gave me a storm sketch. In fact, man, shout out to Uranga, man. I told him, hey, I want to get some art by you because we were hanging out the night before we were drinking whatever. And I was like, yeah, I got to get a sketch by you. And he's like, yeah, man, I'll just let me know when you're ready. And so I went off to go film some stuff, whatever. I think I was following Phil around. And then it was like towards the end of the hour. He's like, man, I've been waiting on you. What's going on? I said, you've been waiting all this time? He's like, yeah, I've been waiting. So I pulled out this blank Avengers cover, and he drew me this dope storm on the cover.
Oh
so shout out to him.
Here's my Uranga.
Hold on. This guy. What the heck? Come on.
Yeah,
this is my Uranga. Uranga's a monster, y'all. He blessed me.
Yeah, he nice. He nice.
I
want to get me a better piece. Something like that.
Phil, is that a sketch or original page?
That's a drawing. He hooked this up for me.
He drew that. That actually
he drew that for me, and he said he donated this to Collection in Black. You can't, if you really look, you can see like the lightning and all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
the details in that, man. He said, "Yo, I want to."
I'm thinking this is originals. If I think, his skill is, oh my god,
this is an original joint. This is original. It's a one of one.
Yeah, that's that.
So he hit me up, and he said he was like, "Man, I want to." He said, "Man, I want to donate something to Collection in Black, and I'm gonna hook you up." He said, "But I gotta wait and send it to you." And
this lineup. This lineup is disgusting. I mean, it is gorgeous. Holy crap! I'm Uko, Zoe, my boy Miko, rest in peace to his family. Chrissy,
bro, they're gonna have Assad Ribic.
Come on, man!
I met Assad Ribic last year at New York Comic Con, and I met him. He was waiting online for Sanford. I'm Sanford's unofficial desk monitor or whatever. So I'm sitting there chilling. And I'm like, yeah, we doing this, that, and third. I'm like, he'll be back a little bit later. Let me get your information. And he's like, yeah, Esad Rubik. And I'm like, you're not that Esad Rubik, right? And he goes, yeah.
He's on original art. I got something
on the line. He's just on the line waiting for me. Hold on. See, you're skipping. Hold on. You're skipping because
I got something in the mail, Chocolate.
First off, pause.
Chocolate, throw this up real quick. This is Saad right here.
Yeah, that's
from Secret Wars. Like this is one of my. This is when T'Challa was the king of the dead in Secret Wars.
That's. I'm actually genuinely jealous of Philip on that one because
why?
Hold that up, Phil. So Secret Wars is a big event in Marvel.
Movie get ready to drop.
Hey,
movie about to get ready to drop. So this is the moment where you first see T'Challa flex his King of the Dead powers.
Oh.
I mean, like, for real, you see him flex his King of the Dead powers.
Copy.
This is that moment in the comic. So that's an actual... the comic itself is a key. I should black key. I gotta stop saying it. It's a comic key because has that moment with him first using that power. But then Phil has the one-of-one piece of that key moment. That's like a double thing. I mean, I'm genuinely jealous of him on that one.
I'm happy that you're here, Paul, because two statements. One, because of you, single-handedly been doing my research. Two, get ready because
I gave you a book to do all the research you need to do.
You absolutely did, but you know me, I got to cover my bases because I can't get learnt again. Phil started not to laugh. I can't get learnt again. That's one. Two. Tomorrow, we gotta prep. We gotta talk about that for a little bit. But before I give you the floor, because I know you just came in and you were like, let me chaperone to see what these two wild cards are doing.
I just came in to see what you guys were up to. I want to make sure you're not burning the house down.
Stay tuned. I'm about to put a photo up that Phil just sent me, and I don't know what I'm looking at, and I love it. So Phil, please explain. Hold on. So Phil, please explain to
John
me,
Romita Jr.
What the heck am I looking at?
Paul was there. Paul can explain.
All right.
What am I looking at here?
So on the side, Phil actually has video of me seeing this for the first time.
What?
I came up to Pittsburgh to go check out his collections in black at the August Wilson Center.
Let me just full screen just for 10 seconds.
Let me tell you something. These little videos that he's doing, you know, they're cool, but it's nothing like the experience of actually seeing it live.
Yeah,
I can't emphasize enough.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's something about, look, there's just an experience in looking at original art and you're seeing the actual brush strokes and pencil strikes and shading and in the instances where they use acrylics and you can see it's just to know that someone's hand just went there and they said, hey, let me think about this and put this together.
Right.
And especially when it's an older piece and you're like, man, this is a piece that's 50, 60 years old.
And survive.
it's just it's they're time capsules. I love the fact Angel's the first person who ever made me think of it like that. Shout out to Angel. She said comic books are time capsules, and that's absolutely true. That is doubly true when it comes to original art, because they're literal time capsules. Because when you think about what comics are, they capture pieces of expressions of society and culture at the time that comic was made.
Yeah.
That's what comics do. Whatever's going on in popular culture at the time, comic books capture. So when you have original art, you're doubly capturing a moment where an artist said, you know what, I'm going to express what I'm feeling and I'm seeing in our world right now on this piece of paper, and I'm doing it by hand. You can't beat that, man.
Message.
And let me say this too. You know, like my man Shane just said, you know, that wall, that's all spray paint.
Yeah.
What? Hold on, wait.
It is missing the Black Comic Lord symbol in the corner.
Hold on. Before we go any further, because we listen, I may not be able to talk art, but graffiti?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's all spray
paint. Wheelhouse. Hold
that's
on.
all spray paint. It's official.
Shout out to Anthony S. David for the super chat. I need to get that. I'm gonna make that. Wait. Time out. Hold on. What in the Captain Durag is up in Paul right now?
I'm feeling like a superstar from the super chat that we got from Anthony Davis.
Captain Durag is going on right now.
Captain Durag is going up against the Bonnet Bandit.
Listen, Bonnet Bandit, the what did I say? The Bonnet Bandit, the Washcloth Warrior.
Washcloth Warrior. First of all, we people from the Caribbean, we don't call it washcloth, we call it a rag.
Well, the rag, you know.
Hey, chocolate.
Talk to me.
And since you know, in the vein of OAX, I want to share some pieces real quick.
Oh, absolutely. So the whole wall is all spray paint. 4 artists and myself that Phil and I assemble. For those that just joined, what is he talking about? He's talking about this amazing, what's the word? This amazing piece.
Yeah.
Look at this. You got Black Panther on the left, Luke Cage, my Storm, Devil Dinosaur, and Spawn.
The picture doesn't do it justice because that's actually a huge wall.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo.
It's a huge wall on the side of this barbershop. It's like, was that downtown Pittsburgh?
No, it's in Lawrence. It's in Swissville.
And then, Phil, correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm looking at the original. I see it says Big Phil's Collections in Black, but then I see Billy Graham, Matt Baker, and Jackie Orms.
Shout out to people.
Come on.
So it also so what happened this particular one? So this wasn't the finished one because Arvell Jones' name is on there also.
Oh.
I believe Arvell's on there as well. Or we may not have put him on because I think we were talking about doing Arvell. I gotta look at it again because I believe we had Arvell on there, or we didn't because he didn't pay. I gotta go back and look again.
One of my favorite styles. So I am a major graffiti head. So in New York City, they had a graffiti museum called 5 Points or 5 Points of Five Town. It was literally 5 abandoned project blocks.
Right.
Like it was abandoned. 5 project abandoned blocks, inside and out, from top to bottom, was covered in graffiti. There was a train in Queens that it runs outside, and you can see the whole building from top to bottom. As a matter of fact, they even filmed movies there. The last one was So You Think You Can See Me. That's one. And then Mark Echo, Getting Up, the video game Getting Up. Matter of fact, Mr. Ewok is one of my boys. He does great. Damien's. Oh, I love this. This is dope.
You gotta come up and check it out.
Oh no, this I'll travel just to take a photo in front of this. This is dope.
So,
and the fact that it's 4 artists, you would think that they would
pause.
What?
Why is people putting on the black gloves?
The man just said he's about to show some original art.
We about to get busy.
Is he stretching?
Yeah. Listen, don't come here asking questions.
It's about to be a long day. It's about to be a long night.
Don't come here asking questions. You walked into the den of iniquity.
Hey, Paul.
We gonna rock and roll.
So my man Shane, do what we love. He just did a dope BCL design for us. Remember, you seen that, Paul?
The one that you were telling me about?
Yeah. Now, so here's the thing. So I'm gonna give you a heads up. He's coming down to OAX.
Oh man.
And
you did say that.
We did our books together. He's gonna be passing out a graffiti book at OAX. But let me tell you this though. You ready?
Grab it for me.
I don't know if I could say this, but I'm gonna say something right now.
I don't know if I can say it, but I'm gonna say it.
I'm gonna say it anyway. There are some artists that he's going to give some dope gifts to. I'm going to film this. This is going to be something for Collections in Black. And
Mr. Ewok,
let me say this. Hey, you see what he said, man? He did your boy's website back in 1999 or 2000.
Listen, that's my boy, Mr. Listen, beat box truck. That's my boy.
So I'm gonna show you something.
All right, hold on. Let me. If we're gonna do this, let's do this right. Oh, come on. Nah. You pissing me. You can't start. What the fuck? Damn. As soon as Paul logs on.
That's $10.
Logs on.
That's
all right. So you see this?
It's $10. You owe us $10.
That's not for, I know you lying. Here's the thing. There are going to be some artists that he's doing some renditions of their stuff in that particular style that he's going to bless them with, and it's about to be crazy. And I can't tell you anything else, because if I do,
I can imagine it ecstatic with that graffiti style.
I'll just say this.
I'm dying over here.
All I'm gonna say is, I'm not gonna say nothing. Now, I want to. Is my man Expensive Paper still on here? I don't see if it's.
Oh, you know he ain't going nowhere. He's still here.
I need, if he's still on, I need him jump in the chat and just say I'm still here. I just need to make sure he's still here before.
You know, Expensive Paper ain't going nowhere, baby.
Because I want to get he man left because it's getting late. He's on the West Coast, so I don't think it's getting late.
Listen, we just not getting started. First off, the man started off the show with a what? $50 super chat.
That's fair. So let me say something. I need. No, this is a serious moment.
Let me focus up.
So, when I was a kid, this is real stuff. So when I was a kid, I used to sneak into. Everybody knows the story about me sneaking into my dad's comic boxes, right? So there was this one comic. It was this particular book right here. Okay, this one, and I would sit there. And I would open. My dad had a bunch of Jungle Actions, and he had a bunch of Black Panthers. He had a bunch of Western books. So that's why I bought this. That's why I bought the Peralta piece. You can't see it. It's right here. The Peralta piece that had the Buffalo Soldier and Black Panther, because you had the Black Panther and you had the Buffalo Soldier, which was about Black history, and it represented the Cowboys. So that's why I bought that particular piece.
Yeah.
But this particular book, and I had comics before, but this was the one book that I used to look at and I would study. Like, it just, something about it just drew itself to me. It was this splash.
That issue's clean too. That's a pretty good quality one.
All my shit's clean, man. I don't have no raggedy books. So it was this particular page right here, right?
My
little brother Yusuf had ripped the page, and we thought we was gonna get a whoop. We thought we was gonna get killed.
What issue number is that? The Jungle Action
number 15. So maybe about a year or so ago, my dad blessed me with his Jungle Action collection. That was a big deal. Now, so moving on. So I do Collections in Black. I do whatever. So I've always wanted that particular page. Or I've got a bunch of Billy Graham stuff. I got some heat. I got a Saber piece up here. I got some Salt and Pepper stuff. I got some shit he did for the Apollo that people have never seen.
Oh, what do you mean Salt and Pepper? You mean the rapper group?
Yeah.
What?
I'll pull them out in a little bit. So I seen this page up for sale a couple times, And I remember talking to Kazra, and I said, hey, yo, we should get this for when we do Collections in Black in Orlando. And I believe Kazra was like, okay, but then he said, yeah, but if we do that, if you're going to want to buy it later, he's going to really up the price because he knows you really want it. And we've had it in the Collections in Black. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
It would. I just wanted to see it. I never thought whatever. Now, once again, that original page is my Grail page. Yes, I have the oldest original art with us being depicted in a positive manner ever. Yes, I own that. But my personal Grail page was splash page to Black Panther number 15. Now, we were on a show and Spencer Paper gets in there and he says, hey, I have a, literally said, I never was into art. You're the reason why I got into art, original art, because I seen you talking about the cultural reference, how much it means, et cetera, et cetera. And I just started buying pieces. And, you hear stuff like that all the time, but to hear that from him, it was just really dope. And it was heartfelt because it makes you know that, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Then he says, but I think I bought your Grail piece. My heart sank to the ground. I said, damn, I'm never going to get this ever. Right. Then I said, well, send me a picture of it. Because I wasn't sure if it may not be what he's talking about. So this brother sent me a picture of it sitting in his living room.
Damn.
I was sick at first. I was like, damn. So but at the same time, I'm not a hater either. So, I feel like art belongs to whoever is supposed to. It gets to where it's supposed to go, right? So we're sitting there talking.
And me, I'm 56 years old.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
I had to.
So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to the brother, and he's like, you know what? This art isn't doing me any good at my house. I'm sending it to you.
What?
I said, what?
For free?
You asked too many damn questions. See, now Black people need to learn to be quiet. Okay. Did nobody ask you to embellish on the damn story?
Here we go.
So I'm not going to do that. I said I wasn't out like that today. So he says, listen, I'm about to send it to you. I want this to be in Collections in Black. I want when you do your exhibits, I need this to be part of this or whatever. I just want this there. And I said to him, first of all, I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Two, I'm just like, listen, so whenever you do sell, you can't sell with nobody, it has to come to me, et cetera, et cetera. I get a package in the mail yesterday.
No.
Here it is.
Yesterday.
Day before yesterday, I get this in the mail. This is my Grail piece of all Grail pieces. I can't even front like it's not, because this represents the little kid going to visit his dad on the north side. Never would have thought he would be holding this in his hand. After I got this, I texted my dad. And I sent it to him. And I said, man, we made a joke. And I said, man, we should sneak in that box, man, and to see this and blah, blah, blah. And he laughed back. He hit me back. He said, you think I didn't know y'all was in there sneaking, looking at my shit? And but I just want to say, Expensive Paper, man, I really appreciate this, big dog. You don't know, this is the catalyst for me to even this will make me fall in love with the character. Honestly, this image, there was just something about the detail and what Billy Graham was doing that made me just fall in love with this particular image. And this is an incredible piece. And that joint is right here. And I just want to say, it's a blessing, and I appreciate you, my brother. And it will definitely be in, me and Paul got something coming up too. We're not going to talk about it yet, but it'll definitely be a part of that as well, Brother Paul.
That's fine. Listen,
So-
I'm not gonna front. That kind of make that made a tear come to my eye.
Man,
I gotta admit
so you asked me a question, and not many people. I'm gonna show you something.
That was dope.
Appreciate you, brother. So you said about Billy Graham and what?
Oh, what was
So
lost my train of thought. I lost
I
my
got something crazy. Hey, Paul, I'm gonna show you something crazy, man. People have never seen before. Y'all know that Billy Graham also was a playwright, and I do have his Martin Luther King play joint, but he also did a play about Detroit Slim. This is when he had stopped drawing or whatever. I actually have one of the tickets advertisements for one of his plays, for when he did Detroit Slim.
Oh, hold on.
He did the artwork on there, and then on the
Detroit
back,
Slim.
on the back, it has like all this information about him. None of these don't exist. And this was part of BG Enterprises, which was Billy Graham Enterprises.
Oh, tough.
That's crazy.
So watch this though. Billy Graham's training as an actor comes from the Negro Ensemble Company, which led to stage roles in Raising the Sun, ceremonies in Dark Old Men, and Blues for Mr. Charlie touring companies. Theater for the Forgotten specialized in performing in prisons. The National Black Touring Company and Graham's own acting touring company, BG Enterprises. He had a black touring company. Afforded his years of stage performances, experience traveling through New York City and beyond. One of his favorite roles is performing as Troy Maxim in Fences, Pittsburgh shit. Now watch this. I'm going to say something y'all didn't know. Graham's screen credits include principal roles in Presumed Innocent, Scenes from a Mall, and Spike Lee's Mo Better Blues, New Jersey Drive.
Wait, what?
And Malcolm X.
What do you do? What do you do in Mo Better Blues and Malcolm X?
I'm like, whoa.
I don't know. He's in the movie. So now we got to go back and watch.
Now I gotta go back and watch it because I'm like, wait, what?
I do a lot of research on Billy Graham. This is the only thing that I've ever seen
that even talks about it.
That talked about him being in Mo Better Blues and Do the Right Thing. I know he was in some horror movie or something else, but I've never seen anything talking about that, nor anything with the BG Enterprises, nor anything talking about the touring company. You could Google that stuff, and that stuff does not come up. Does not come up.
I need to look him up on IMDb.
It's not going to be there. So
yeah.
Let's see. Here's another Billy Graham. We're going to go some Billy Graham pieces. We'll go Luke Cage Billy Graham page from 1973. But this is where it gets crazy. Hold on.
Okay, that is absolutely wild. What?
Here was something for he did a I think it was like a radio drama that he did. Here's the artwork for Telebrand.
Ooh.
And that's crazy. Like, and if you look, like, just the detail in that is unreal.
So that's an ad for what now? A radio show?
I believe it was for a radio thing. It was starring Denise, and it was the voice of Billy Graham. Oh no, it was a 1-act 45-minute science fiction love story. And it was, I don't know if this ever got produced, but this was he was a writer. This was one of the things that he was a genius.
He was outside moving. Yeah.
And the fact that I got this, and I don't think nobody's ever seen this before, is unbelievable. We not done.
We
not done. You ready? I did a video on these, but I'm gonna show this.
I'm ready.
I don't like taking this out, but I'm gonna take it out.
Listen, be careful now.
Jesus.
Oh, I've seen
that's on pepper joint you was telling me about.
Yeah, that's one. I got 3 different ones. So I got
tell him where you got it from.
Y'all don't even want to know. It was sitting on eBay.
I'm not gonna listen. I'm not surprised. Do you know how many times there was a dude. Matter of fact, the craziest thing I've ever gotten was a Static #1 preview, the full thing, I thought it was fake. I bought it for a price that I said that's impossible. It was less than 100. I bought it and I brought it to Dennis Cowan, and Dennis looked at me and said, "Where did you get this from?" And I was like, "eBay." And he was like, "Dude, do you know that they stole the previews from his office in New York City?"
Wow.
So he's like, when he sees them, he's like, "Dude, where did you get?" I'm like, "Dude, it's on eBay. I got it for $40." And he's like, 40 fucking. You know, Dennis, $40. I'm like, yeah.
So somebody
the TGC.
I'm gonna show one more piece and I'm done, I believe.
Paul, get ready.
Paul knows what this is.
Here we go.
Somebody made a post today, and they got a lot of traction on BCL today.
A lot of posts going on
about the butterfly piece, and so I had to bust. I had to bust out with the art on
butterfly piece. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Butterfly being the first female African superhero.
Right.
First African American superheroine in a comic.
That's the splash from when she came back. So
what comic was that? I was trying to remember what comic because he was asking where to come from. It was a
Savage Dragon.
Savage Dragon.
There we go.
It was in Savage Dragon, and then we got MD. We got MD Bright. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. The end. Oh yes, we were talking about that one earlier. Fire.
I got an MD Bright too.
Yeah.
Now, Paul, since you are here, we are nowhere next to done. We are nowhere next to done. We literally just getting. We're not even getting our second win.
Can I show something to Phil?
Yes, sir.
I mean,
it's not an original art. It's just cool.
What you
got? There's this Billy Graham. I'm not so Billy Graham. Oh my God, I'm talking about Billy Graham. Ken Lashley.
The Ken Lashley cover.
The end 2099. I didn't look at this closely before. It's actually got 5 black superheroes on the cover of this.
Yeah, Lashley's going to do it up now.
I see
this one. Wait, hold on. This one, he's black.
Who's that? Signal? I can't tell.
That is geez. He's actually like a clone, I believe, of Miles Morales.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. He was in the last. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yes.
And then there's this character, which is the Blade 2099. Ken Lashley actually designed that character. And there's this other character, this black woman Venom character right here. And there's a Black Panther 2099. And then there is Miles Morales. Yeah. It's like 5 black superheroes. Ken slipped them all. Ken Lashley slipped those onto the cover.
Speaking of Miles Morales, do you know what piece I really want?
Talk to me.
Paul, you know what page I want?
Is it from Secret Wars?
Yes.
Oh.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah.
It's like good luck with that one. That means it's buku bucks.
It's just gonna be hard to find. I mean, I can't imagine anybody who has that's gonna be giving it up.
They may not. I mean,
you never know.
Things
happen. People fall on hard times. I hate to.
I mean, if they don't know the significance of it,
and then you have that secondary part. Do you know how many times I have walked into a comic book shop and I'm like, "Let me get that book," and they're like, "Here you go," and I walk out and I'm like, "Well, I go to a whatnot show and they're like, yeah, here's this. I got it signed by some guy called Dennis Cowan." I'm just like, "Oh, I got this signed by some Kyle Baker dude." I'm like, give me. I'll buy it for $5. I know where to go. I know where it belongs.
I got a signed copy of Moon Knight #3, first appearance of Hunter's Moon, the Black Fist of Khonshu, signed by Jed MacKay.
Signed by who?
Jed MacKay, the writer.
Jed MacKay, the
creator of this.
Is it that time? Is it show and tell time? Because I'm ready.
I'm just, as we're talking, I'm just going through.
It is A-okay if it is. There's no.
I got boxes and stacks of comics. I don't even know
boys and girls, let's do it. This is one of our favorite times of the show, baby. It is what? Show and tell time, baby. Let's do it.
I'm going through my mail call, so I'm literally seeing things the same time you're seeing.
You're giving me more ideas because now I'm like, I need an audio for Super Chat. And I want it to be the Top Dog guy's voice. Top Dog Law.
So, for example, I've got the Batman, Absolute Batman Annual.
Second print.
I got the foil edition.
Yes. Okay, hold on. I purposely haven't touched this topic because I know we can spend a minute here. Paul, Phil, I had this conversation today. Did you ever or think that Absolute Batman would reach where it is right now?
No. Only because I knew it was always originally slated to be a miniseries, and now it's selling so well they can't cancel it.
Okay, Phil.
So for me, I didn't pick it up because there were so many on the shelves. I didn't think nothing of it. I felt like it was just going to be. I didn't think nothing of it. But the fact that is, obviously there wasn't enough. People love it, and I know people get mad and people say things like, "Well, it's not worth that because this, that, and third." Listen, things are worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for them.
Dork, white. Listen, I'm not giving away the game for free, but Dork is going for buku books. There's another image.
I had that in my hand too, and I said, I laid it. I'm so pissed that I had that in my hand.
Dork. There's another book. There's
a new one out, White something.
Don't say nothing, goddamn.
Oh, my bad.
Now who's giving away the game for free?
My bad.
Now who giving away the
game? Captain America 6 with the new shield.
Paul's just like, listen, just keep the train moving. Now who giving away the game for free?
Also came in Magnus Jakarta #2. Shout out to Frederick J. Little.
Oh, that's yep. Was that Wiseacre? Yep, another fire book.
We got some more indie stuff. We got Parables of the Remnant by Grok.
I'm not up on that. You got to put me on. What we got here? What's that?
I got I don't have number 3. I got number 1 and 3. I don't have number 2. So that's a problem because I can't read.
Art looks kind of dope.
Yeah. Final issue of Ultimate Black Panther.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, the final issue cover.
I don't know what pissed me off more. John Ridley. Yeah, I said his full name. John Ridley or Ultimate Black Panther. I don't know what pissed me off.
I don't say his name. Shout out to Stephanie Williams taking over Wonder Woman.
I got that.
Listen.
I haven't read it yet.
Listen, I've been reading it. Listen, I love and I hate that we get. I say we because I talk about the diaspora as a whole. Because here at the Black Comic Lords, we always highlight our peeps, right? I mean, the name Black is first and foremost. But Stephanie Williams is out here doing disgusting work. On top of that, my boy TC. Did you see his cover for Wonder Woman? You see all his covers, period?
Did you see that Vixen one he did?
Oh my God. I literally called him and it was like, are you doing a print for that? And he goes,
that one Vixen cover was like a whole pitch. Like, how did she not have a series and you do a cover?
1,000%. So check this out. So I go to him. I'm like, TC, I need the print for that. He goes, whoa, Chocolate. I do original art. And I'm like, nigga, we know you're not
pause. He did that one in original art. I thought he did most of the stuff digital.
I don't know if he did or not, but I literally said to him, I need the print for that. And he goes, no, I do original art. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not ready for that. And you're not selling that anyway.
He can email you the vector file.
That's not the same.
Like back when he was first coming up, before he was Torrin Clark, when he was still coming up, he did when Milestone was first coming back. They're doing Milestone Forever. Several years
forever.
Back when,
Not Return, but Forever.
I think it was Milestone Forever.
Okay.
He did a promo piece with 4 of the Milestone characters on it. And I got a copy of it and I was like retweeting it, what have you. And he messaged back because I tagged him on it. He says, "Oh man, I hate that. That's a low resolution file. Here, let me send you the high resolution vector." So he's sent it to me. And I made a t-shirt out of it.
Hold on.
For my personal use.
Cover?
Huh?
He's done the issue of Torrin Clark. He's done so many goddamn covers to find that cover. I don't remember that. Why do I not remember that?
You don't remember?
But you said this was Forever, not Return, because Return was around season 1. Oh,
maybe it was Return. Sorry, Milestone Returns.
NBA
It was
Live
before season 1.
about the accidental leak that happened earlier today.
What accidental leak?
NBA Live girl, send it to me because we're very careful about what we discuss here. Obviously, we talk everything. You know that. But
I have no idea what you're discussing. I have no idea what.
Send it to me, mama. Send it to me, mama. Paul, balls on you. What you got? I know you got some goodies over there. I see you looking over through some goodies. Oh my
Power
God.
Company, Rise of the Power Company.
Is that my boy Cat Randolph with the cover?
Yeah. This is the hardcover.
Oh, I love hardcover books. Perfect.
I've been getting into hardcovers and omnibuses and stuff, man. I'm trying to have some decent copies from my old years, my elder years, where I can't go through my floppies. I can just pull these out and read them. Don't worry about fashion.
I don't like the soft. You got to keep pause. Hey, yo, pause. Whoa,
hey.
I knew where I was going. I knew where I was going.
Better than where you
coming. I like soft covers. I like the hard covers. It feels premium, feels better. That's still a pause. That still feels pause. I think I'm the main of the group. God dang.
All I can tell you is my wife was looking at me sideways because she saw these big old boxes full of comics.
Me? Oh, listen, Mrs. Davis, this is what we do. This is what you signed up for. This is we could be outside selling coke, but we in the house reading comics.
We can do both.
I think it was Herschel that put me onto this character.
You think it's Herschel that put you on the coke?
No, I said on this character. The Many Adventures of Miranda Mercury.
Okay.
Ooh, who's that?
It never looked cool, so I was going to give it a try.
World at War Comics says, what up?
Also got this other character, Tales of Mr. Ree. I think this was a Rich Recommends.
Okay.
And then there's this looks like a bunch of Rich Recommends. Say what? Another
Rich, you have some dope recommends, so that's okay.
Number 1, Tales of Mr. Ree. And another one of Say What? Another one of Tales of Mr. Ree. It looks like I got the whole run of this Tales of Mr. Ree.
Golly.
That was, look, let me tell you something. When Rich turns his back on the screen and you see him
digging through the crate
reach behind him and he's reaching for something, whatever he pulls out, you need to write down, because Rich does not brag about his collection. That dude's got everything. He just doesn't talk about it. Unless he talks about it. But he doesn't brag about it. He's got an excellent collection. I don't know what it is about stores in Texas, but he can just walk into a store and find all these hidden treasures. And the amazing part is he probably spends like $2 and he'll get some heat. Here's one that you will appreciate, Phil. Conan. You're like one of the few other brothers I know who likes Conan.
It's my guy.
Conan.
Hey, you already know. You already know.
This is the beginning of the Black Coast storyline.
It's a great storyline. People sleep on how good that was.
That was a fantastic storyline.
Thank you.
And
it's so underrated. But go ahead.
Talk about it. No, go ahead. Talk about it.
It's such an underrated. So a couple issues before that, we introduced what's the brother's name? Whatever the brother that's in this. Matter of fact, Zula. I saw somebody who had that original art, and I was so sick when I seen it. It was so gorgeous, man. And I asked him about it. But this run is so, in my opinion, is so underrated. As a kid, I loved that. I remember I used to go to Zayre's and they had them in 3-packs. Remember that's how I got 100. But there's like what issue number is that?
This one's 88. This is like one of the covers.
So from 88 to
no, it started before that though, because Zola actually was in, I want to say it was 84.
Yeah, I
was missing several issues.
I got about 20 copies of that. But that particular run ran for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And it was just such a great story. There's a lot of black characters, but it was just such a good story. It was just when you reread it as a kid, it didn't treat you like you were a kid when you read it.
This is issue 85.
Yeah, 84 is the one before it, is where he was his first appearance.
84 is I think the one where Zula's introduced.
Yeah.
And then
so you do know Zula was actually on the cartoon, and there is the action figure for Zula.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Zula had an action figure.
This is 89. So the Black Coast basically in the Conan's world,
the art was so good. The art was so good in there.
Art was this Gene Colan?
No. I want to say it was Buscema.
It was with Buscema. Which one? John or Sal?
I want to say John.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
mean, look at that's classic comics.
Yeah.
Buscema art is classic comics. So the Black Coast was like the Africa portion of Conan's world.
Right.
It's like a combination of sub-Saharan Africa and Egypt. During this storyline, he obviously came across Zula, who was not only a warrior, but a sorcerer. I want to say he was like a high priest in his society as well. In the more recent retcons of the character, they have him as a shapeshifter as well.
Okay,
to sort of retcon the storyline that you see in the Conan movies, where Zula's actually played by Grace Jones, who's a woman.
That I hated that about him.
Yeah, I hated that too. So they try to retcon it by saying he's a shapeshifter and he can change from a man to a woman, which I thought was kind of lame. But anyway, but the cool thing about the Black Coast storyline, he's traveling through Africa, so to speak, and he comes across all these various figures. There's one dude that's kind of reminds you of the Black Panther, like looks like Mosey because he's got like this panther cowl on him. There's another storyline where he runs across this ancient vampire.
Yes.
One of the first vampires ever, this black vampire.
Yes.
Just a lot of dope storylines, man. Fantastic fantasy stuff.
And then they killed off Bellet. They killed off everybody besides for Conan.
Yeah.
Conan was off and in the boat, and then he went. But it's something that you could find. I feel like there's certain runs and books back in the day that are not expensive. They're extremely undervalued. And I feel like that's one of them. So just something like Zula. And Zula's a character that we don't give enough props to. He's a black character, and he wasn't his sidekick or nothing like that. He was
not a sidekick. They were partners.
They were partners. And it's just a dope character. Like I said, Zula actually had an action figure. Zula was in the cartoons. And Zula was in the cartoons after the cartoon came out after Zula was long gone, killed off. And they still brought Zula back for the cartoons, and they brought him back as an action figure. So I need to go grab me a sealed Zula.
I hate to jump in. So we absolutely have to discuss
Cyborg versus Swamp Thing or Man Thing.
We absolutely have to discuss this. So shout out to NBA. I'm being very careful because my anger is palpable. It's at the ceiling, and I'm very close to the players. So I want to be careful because I do know. And I'm speaking for me. I'm speaking on behalf of BCL because I know the players. Paul knows the players. Phil knows the players. We all got our industry inside connects. Me especially, I'm close as shit to this because, as you guys know, I have my signing. I'm tapped in. I just found out about this literally 10 seconds ago. So Paul, NBA Live Girl said she's shocked we haven't spoken about X with the situation.
What situation?
So I'm bringing it to you. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get 10 seconds to breathe because I am hot.
This is a Black Comic Lords exclusive.
Damn, man.
So normally, you know, I'm jovial. I'm my brain is moving a mile a minute. Let me get to it so that you can understand why I am thinking, the thoughts that I'm thinking, and the train of thoughts that I'm having. So shout out to NBA Live Girl. She said she's shocked we're not talking about it. And I'm like, what the, whatever. So I took myself off screen so I can research and see what's going on. So DC, and I'm being very careful, but facts are facts.
Mm-hmm.
DC Comics has a reader app. That is the app where you can read books online and blah, 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 blah.
DC Unlimited, I think it's called, something like that.
Yes, right. So I am a part of that in the sense as I'm just a customer. I don't got no DC connects outside of my people's. But even so, this is what makes it more egregious. The issue that I'm about to tell you. And I know you probably like just get to the point, but I'm trying to be careful and calm down. If a new book drops this week, it normally takes the app a minimum of 3 weeks for the book to show up on the app, right?
Right.
It doesn't matter if it's the
same thing with Marvel's app.
Absolutely. So Absolute Batman 17 dropped today. You won't see it on the DC app until this is February 12th. February 18th. You won't see it till March something. Tell me why today the new History of DC, the Dakotaverse, issue number 1 dropped. It's the full goddamn series dropped on the app.
Are you serious?
I'm not bullshitting. I'm trying not to go there, but I just full transparency. I just text players. I can't say nothing, and they're
okay. I didn't know this until you just told me this right now.
They're like, yo,
let me explain the significance of this.
What the?
This is bad. This is bad.
This is real time news, guys. This is not made up. This is not BS. This is not.
I am not a conspiracy theory tinfoil hat type guy. However,
this has
been around long enough, and you pay attention long enough. You got to call stuff out. Joe Illidge, man, I didn't want to get into this right now because
we have to. It would be we would be hypocrites if we didn't.
Before you say, hey, Paul, you're a lawyer. Choose your words wisely.
I always choose my words wisely,
my man.
All right,
but tell it. So, you got to now.
Let me explain to you some of the backstory. Understand. I've been honored to. DC's honored me by allowing me to go ahead and interview their creators for this book next Friday. Joe Illidge, Morgan Hampton, who are the other writers?
Morgan Hampton, you got Stephanie coming with you. I know the whole rollout.
Stephanie. So this book is supposed to be the bridge between bringing Milestone into the DC universe. For those of you who don't know, there's kind of a weird legal battle, so to speak. Say battle, but there's some complexities with Milestone Comics. I'm not going to pretend to know the ins and outs of it, but the basic stuff I think is pretty public knowledge, which is that DC owns the publishing and distribution rights with regard to Milestone Comics. Something along those lines. Like they have certain, I don't know the extent of it, but they have rights with regard to publishing and distribution. I believe there is some extra rights that DC have, specifically, when I say DC, I mean DC and the parent company Warner Brothers, has specifically with regard to Static Shock. Not Static, Static Shock, because they were involved in making the cartoon.
TV show.
So that's why you have to be careful which one you're referring to. Are you referring to Static? Because that's Milestone. Or you're referring to Static Shock, which is technically probably more DC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
Milestone Comics, Milestone Universe, Milestone Media, which, Reggie Hudlin, Dennis Cowan, etc., they own the IP to Milestone's characters. So they have this alliance deal, whatever you want to call it, between the two of them. And that's what you've seen over these last few years with these season 1, season 2. They're trying to do some work again. A lot of this was tied up in some legal stuff I'm not going to get into because it's none of my business.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to pretend like I know the ins and outs of it. Anybody tells you that they know the ins and outs of it probably don't.
They lying.
Keep this stuff very close to vest.
Even I
But
know.
what is clearly evident is they have this book, which I've actually already read.
I mean,
In
if we
preparation.
can put the cat out the bag, I mean, yes, you and I and a couple, but we got juice, we got peoples, yes.
So the book itself
Yeah, post it,
is a first move to bring Milestone back into the DC universe, so to speak, through the DC universe, I'd say. And it's important in that regard. The success of that book, what Joe Illich has gone feverishly on his own to do is promote the book and try to encourage people a month ago, 2 months ago, to pre-order the book because the pre-orders count so much. And now he's done, as Chocolate has been advertising on his behalf for the last couple of weeks, this $100,000 challenge. Is it 100,000 copies?
100K units.
100K unit challenge, where not just the pre-orders, but once the book comes out, buy all the copies, clear all the stores out, so that the stores can report we're cleared out, we don't have any more copies, in the hopes that you could then go back to DC and say, look, not only did it do well in pre-orders, but after the pre-orders, the stores were sold out. People are clamoring for this.
Right.
Numbers, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. So the people want these characters. They want Milestone back. Bring it back. Put ongoing books out there. That was the thing. And the advertising has pretty much been Joe. He did the trailer that you saw. That was Joe. He did that himself.
Because I know, so I can't.
If you see his feed on social media, he's been constantly promoting this book every day. I know because I keep reposting everything that he posts across social media.
I just talked to him.
He is putting in work.
Go ahead.
He is putting in work to promote this thing, everything he can. Bless the man's heart.
For sure.
So for someone to make the decision to release the digital the same before the book is released, undermines those efforts. A whole week before the book drops, which is unheard of. Nobody does that. I've never heard of them digitally releasing the digital copy a week before the print copy comes out, because that undermines sales. Pre-order sales matter the most, but there's something to be said about the buzz that happens when the comic drops.
Right.
And stores sell out. And they say, you know what? We've got to go back and make a second order because our store sold out. People are still asking for it. We're going to go ahead and order some more from the distributor. And that has now been undermined by somebody's decision to go ahead and release it digitally. What's the incentive to go buy the print copy when you have the digital? So before everybody else.
So I want to add a caveat to that. So when I went away, I did my research. DC took it down, but it's been, you guys, I am a baby. I'm a product of the internet. Myself and Derek, this is our domain. We can do what we want when we want. Not proud of it, but it is what it is.
Somebody says they took it down.
Once they did. But Paul, Phil, whether you're a product of the internet like me, you guys know once the shit hits the internet, it's everywhere.
Oh, you can find it.
Yeah, the damage is already done.
It's on all the reading sites. It's on all the. It's done once. And the problem. And guys, so obviously we are all invested. Me, the reason why I'm this level, the vitriol, the anger is palpable, because Joe is my mentor. Like, I speak to him on a daily. He comes to my house and we break bread, we eat. Nicholas Draper Ivy, I speak to on a daily. He lives 2 blocks from me. That is my boy. These are friends that I actually know, not just comic book or business colleagues. No, these are people we talk about real life. So these affect. So we don't always get to see how it works when the book sells and the book doesn't sell, and how it affects their lives and what they can do and what they're. I see it because these are my peoples, and
Right.
on top of the fact that it's milestone. I'm a Cowan. I'm a milestone baby. So everything Paul said is 100% correct. You know what? I'm mentally fighting what I'm going to say because I don't want to say certain things because it's going to sound like I'm speaking on the behalf.
Let me say something.
I want to get this out. I want to get this out real quick. I started the conversation by saying Absolute Batman 17 is the hottest goddamn, excuse my French, Lord Jesus. It's the hottest gosh darn book that can't get that it's out, right? It's scorching. The book 17 drops today. It would behoove the DC app to say, you know what? If you're a premium, if you're whatever, you can read the book the same day it drops. Even that book, you have to wait 2 to 3 weeks till after the book physically drops to read it on the app. So you don't drop this a week before the book even comes out. You literally try to cut his legs off. And I'm saying that because, right, let's say we don't hit the 100K challenge now, right? Because I can go read the book on every other of my reading sites. I just checked. It's on all of the reading sites. So obviously the DC app is number 1. But every other place where you can read it, off-brand, like we bootleg, y'all know, it's there. So like Paul says, what incentivizes anyone if they were to go read it and go pay for it when I can go read it for free a week before it comes out? It's like Soul Plane. And I'm not trying to be funny, but when Soul Plane dropped, nobody paid to see Soul Plane because I saw Soul Plane a year and a half before it dropped out, bootleg, clear. So when it came out, what theater is going to watch it? I've been watching this movie for a year and a half on bootleg for free. Why would I go pay for it? I mean, oh my God, Mr. Ackleball.
I'll say this. I feel like I'll say this though. So I'm being that I'm not a person who reads digital. I'm still going to buy it anyway. I think the hardcore fans are still going to buy it anyway.
Yeah.
And I feel like somebody said, "Why y'all so negative? Don't talk solutions."
I saw that message and I left it alone.
Let me address it.
Yeah, please do, because I don't have the wherewithal to answer it properly.
So the thing is that it's not about being negative; it's about stating what the obvious is right now. The solution would be for them not to have posted it.
No.
So now it's just we want people to make sure they go out. We want to make sure people go out and make sure they buy an issue, buy 2 copies, buy a copy for a friend. I'm hoping that this wasn't some form of sabotage. But I do believe that, those who were going to get it are still going to get it. I think the issue with that is that, and this is where it hurts the numbers, is that those who are on the fence or just want to pick it up would be like, oh, this is where this is at. So I don't know what this means. I just know that it's still up to us to make sure we get the book to where it needs to be at. Now, to be honest with you, we don't know. This might actually give Brother Elgin some leverage, because they can sit back and have some pushback and say, hey, our numbers were short because y'all released it on digital first. So I think that there may be a caveat to this. God works in mysterious ways. This might be the alley-oop that they needed so that they could go ahead and get those second and third issues. Not saying that it wouldn't sell on its own. So my whole thing is I'm interested to see it play out. And the thing too is, when we do this breaking news, we're just discussing things like how we discuss. We're not trying to sway anybody. It's just, at this particular point in time in BCL, we just have conversations. And, that's what we're doing. This was a hot topic, and this was something that, we decided we needed to talk about. So I'm hoping we hit all the different angles for everybody. And if anything else, this motivates me more to go out and get a copy or two.
And Mr. Ackelbaum, I apologize because my initial response to you was to fight fire with fire. Because why y'all so negative and don't talk solutions? Obviously, it's a text. I can't read inflections or intentions. I was ready to pounce respectfully because, like I said, I'm hot, and it's not. And I apologize because that's not what the BC. And I'm trying. Yes, I'm tearing because these are my friends, and I'm just so goddamn angry. And it's like, and you're catching. The one thing about us three, the whole BCL, we don't fake the funk. We don't bullshit. We gonna tell you how we feel. You know how Paul feels about certain people and Black Panther and me and Schomburg and all of the above. You are literally catching us live, unfiltered. We are. I speaking for me is trying my best to keep the curse meter down and be respectful because the show must go on, and I do not want to burn bridges. And sometimes we have private conversations in this public forum, and I'm aware of that. However, the solution, while we may have it, it doesn't mean that they will adhere to it, because my immediate solution is, God forbid this book sells one copy. We're going, you got to give us something in terms of reciprocity. Because for me, and I'm being careful, but full disclaimer, this is not a BCL this is not a BCL take. This is not a Joe Willard. This is not a Nick Draper Ivy. This is a Randy Sexual Chocolate Michelle take. So whatever fall on me. This is a intentional sabotage. That's how I'm taking it. That's my take. The reason I say that is because one, Absolute Batman is the hottest thing since sliced bread. You would think somebody would accidentally say, let me press play and drop the book on the app. No, it still takes 2-3 weeks. Why? Because there's course corrects. You're talking to someone that lives in the digital sector. Before any of this happens, there's checks and balances. There's a QA, there's a prod. This is on a app, so it has to be approved, even if it was mistaken. So you're trying to tell me everyone said yes, 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 and greenlit this? It's either they said yes, 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 because they don't care, because it's a DC milestone book, or yeah, sure, whatever, let's go. Either way, it's negative, and even if it was an accidental intent, the damage is done. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm taking it as such. You can't tell me how not to take it. A week before the book drops, you do this? Once the 100K challenge started making moves and started getting legs, bullshit. I'll pay the fine. Bullshit. Nah, don't give me that. Nah, don't give me that. Nah, no, I will not accept that. I will not tolerate that. No, unacceptable. Buffoonery on every level. This won't be tolerated. No, I'm not going to sit back and just take that. No. Yes, this is why, and Paul has been saying this since the day I even helped the Black Comic Lords with the damn BCL cons. This is why our platforms matter. This is why the indie space matters. This is why our own publishing, our own all of the above matter. Yes, 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 it does. However, we also have to play reality. Reality is, as much as Dennis Cowan and I'm being very careful with what I'm saying because I know what I'm talking about. As much as they would love to do their own thing, unfortunately, due to legalities, they can't right now. So this is the cards that we got to play. So we got to support them where they at.
And let me say this, Brother Chocolate, for Mr. Alcabala, I want to say it correctly. They can't go fully independent right now, cuz this keep it 100. I mean, I get it. We can't. If we're gonna be honest, y'all don't buy independent comics in the first place. Let's keep it 100. Y'all don't buy independent comics. Let me say this. Y'all don't buy independent comics in the first place.
Anyway.
Some of us do. A lot of us do. But if we had to depend upon the independent sector, if we have to depend upon the independent sector, it would be a problem. The independent sector is important. We need that. But Milestone is already embedded legally with DC. So they can't just say, man, we're not doing this. We're dipping. That's not how that works. And two, when you created something, you're not just going to leave your baby in somebody else's hands. Now, can they go on and create these other particular pieces of independent sector? Yes. Do they work on independent books? Yes. All of them work on independent books. Like this isn't even, so that is not the solution. That in all reality doesn't work. That works if that works in our mind, like, yo, man, just bulk it, man, just get up and go. Doesn't work like that. There are legally binding agreements and things of that nature. So it just doesn't happen. And honestly, it doesn't matter how any of us feel about it. This is real. This is what this is. This is where we at. And actually, it's a good thing if it works, if it's done correctly, because why? It's visible and it gets it out for more people to see. Now, back to the independent situation. We promote independent books, comics, artists, writers all day. So it's not about us not talking about solutions and this, that, and that. We just talked about the women's award situation, and we sat back and we showed the artists and the writers and this and that. So we do all of that. But the thing is that we're to report the good, the bad, and the ugly. We report on what's good, what's bad, what's shaky, and we talk about all of it. So none of us are complaining. We're sitting back saying that, yo, this is not a good look. And as men and as adults, we can have these particular conversations, and we should be able to agree to disagree. But the one thing, regardless, there's right and wrong. Right is they can't get up and just leave just now. They can't do it. There's no way that happens. 2, we want these characters. We want people's eyes to be on these characters. We want as many eyes on these characters as possible. And at one particular point, Static Shock was super popular. He had a cartoon. He had toys. He had all of the above. So they're trying to, I don't want to say that they're trying to get back to that. And quite frankly, we wouldn't be in this place if y'all was buying the books in the first place.
Listen, okay, so let me compose myself.
But my book's going to be independent.
No, listen, but I want to stay there for 10 seconds because I see this conversation come up a lot, just like the AI, but it's listen. Mr. Agabon, I understand what you're saying. It hits different with the African American Film Critics Association next to it. No, it does not. I'm gonna call it. I'm sorry, but listen. Here is the honest to God, unfiltered truth that we tiptoe and dance around. If it don't say DC, if it don't say Marvel, and if it don't say Image, it don't move. You don't buy it. Y'all don't buy it. And I say y'all as a group. Individually, yes, we buy certain books and this. But let's call a spade a spade. Independent books at times are looked as the non-name brand comics. DC is Jordan's, Marvel is Jordan's, Image has grown to be Jordan's. Anything else at times is like that. I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing these I'm not reading that off-brand book. That is the majority. Now, I say that to say we here at the Black Comic Lords may have been trained. We are a very small group in the giant diaspora of African Americans who absorb and who purchase comics. You are talking to someone who has seen it in the comic book shops. When we try to offer them that, the first thing they say is, who is this character? He's a knockoff this, he's a knockoff that. And the this and that always relates to a Marvel or a DC characters. The bottom line is indie comics, while they may be better, while they may have better art, they may have better storytelling, they may have a better rollout, better packaging, better paper threat, paper count, all of that matters. The bottom line is the community that they're creating it for does not purchase their books. Point blank, period. Now, I say that to say, yes, some people are there. You're like, I purchase it. We may, but that's a small group. As a whole, no, they don't. Point blank, period. So that is why when I hear the indie talk, I go, listen, there's a million indie publishers. There's a million indie comics, especially this Black. Studio Sky Tiger, Wise Acre, freaking Stranger Comics, and a couple, and that's pretty much it. And I say that to say those are the ones that have risen to the top, not because they're better than anyone, but because we talk about them a lot. And if we don't bring them up in other conversations, no one else brings them up. Like I said, in your day-to-day life, you may grab one or two, but as a whole, when you walk into a regular comic book shop and you're talking to someone, Bulletproof Comics, that's been there for the last 4 or 5 years, helping, doing all of that, I hate to say it like that to make it sound disrespectful, ain't nobody checking for indie comics. Point blank, period. Because if it was, we wouldn't have this conversation. You wouldn't see Sebastian doing the whole goddamn tour that he's doing. You wouldn't see all these other people doing all these tours that they're doing, selling these books straight hand to hand. because they don't buy them. And what I mean by buy them, it's bad enough that we pre-order books, don't pick them up.
Yeah. I mean, comics itself is a niche. I mean, at this particular point,
1,000%.
The DC and Marvel Image don't sell the way that they used to sell.
100%. But it's bad enough. It's free to pre-order books. It's absolutely free to pre-order books. But it makes sense when you pick them up. We don't pick them up. So the whole idea of this indie, but I digress. That at the moment is not the conversation. The conversation at hand is the DC dropping issue 1 on their app.
Well,
for how long?
Someone at DC.
Well, touche. Someone at DC dropping the comic on their app, which is available for a multitude of hours on their website, on the app, on the website app, which essentially, I'm taking it, cuts the leg and just makes it harder for the powers that be to hit the numbers that they want. It infuriates me because, like I said, there's a check and balance. You don't just, it's not like someone just goes in and says, oh, okay, let me just click drop and it drops. No, that's not how these things go. No. Paul, I'll give you the floor.
Say something. I was actually going to save this for a video that I was going to do, but I'll give you a preview. I was talking to Phil earlier today. We were chatting about the same subject, just coincidentally. One of the reasons why it's so important for Milestone to do well, to come back, is I think for most serious comic book fans, when they talk about the pinnacle of Black comics, Milestone is it. It set the benchmark as to what we can do in terms of having original characters, excellent writing, excellent art. And here's the most important part.
Creating art techniques.
Creating art techniques, setting trends. Excuse me. Milestone was the first, or one of the first companies to recognize gradients of skin tone for Black people.
In the color process. Talk that.
That whole Milestone 100 coloring process, where when you opened up a Milestone book, you saw us. You didn't see white characters that were simply colored with brown number 5, which all Black characters were colored brown number 5. Or they were gray number 3. It was one of the two. If you're talking Silver Age, early Bronze Age, you're gray. Later on, you're brown number 5. Milestone recognized that we are all different colors. Just look at our screen right now between me, Chocolate, and Phil. They're different shades of brown.
Light makes it look black as shit.
And something so simple was so meaningful to people of color when they opened those Milestone books and read them, where you saw your own family in those books, your friends. Beyond all that, you had some of the most talented people, talented writers and artists working at Milestone. People that are legends today got their start at Milestone. Joe Illidge got his start at Milestone.
Humberto Ramos
got his start at Milestone. Chris Cross got his start at Milestone. John Paul DeLeon, rest in peace, really got his start at Milestone.
Mobius, come on, man. I mean, it was a legendary thing. And here's the business aspect of it. They had books every week. That's the difference. That was the difference. In 93, 94, 95, 97, when Milestone was around, every time I went to the LCS, every week, there was a Milestone book on the shelf for me to go pick up, brand new. We have a lot of dope comic book creators today that are following the steps of Milestone, and shout out to all of them. More power to them. You'll always have my support. Facts.
Not just on this platform, but with my own dollars, as you saw from the stacks of comics I'm going through.
Right.
I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. Always been that way. All right. But Milestone had them in the shops every week. That's not easy to do. Ask any publisher. How often does your book come out? It's not every week. It's not easy to do. And that's how you're able to create the market share. That's why you can go to any comic shop in America and you can find a Milestone book. Not everybody can say that. But here's the thing. As I said, Milestone's the benchmark. It is the pinnacle of what we can do as people in comics. If they can't come back, if the best of what we can do can't be successful, what does that say about us? I'll put even a finer point to it. Because this has been since Black History Month has been going on, there's been a lot of scrutiny about blacks and comics, our books, our comments like that. Right now, there is not a single DC comic that is a self-titled black character in it, in an ongoing series. We'll get miniseries. We'll get a graphic novel. But in an ongoing series, no. Not one. You can kind of hide it. You can do shout out to my man Morgan Hampton doing a great job on Green Lantern. The blackest Green Lantern book ever made. Right? But that's Green Lantern Corpse. It's not John Stewart Green Lantern.
Yep.
Right?
There's a difference.
There's a difference. There's a difference between saying this is an Avengers book and this is a Captain America book. Right? Marvel Comics, their longest running black superhero in an ongoing series, Miles Morales.
Please
just ended. Just ended. Issue 42, I think it is, something like that.
Did it end well?
It's going to come back. Kinda. Cody Ziegler is coming back. Kinda. In the sense that his previous work he did digitally for the Milestone app is going to be printed. It's kind of a
cheat. It's lazy.
I was going to say the word lazy. Yeah, it's kind of a lazy way to do Miles Morales. I mean, you're not actually investing in continuing the story. You're kind of just printing out stuff that he's already done.
Even that, Miles Morales has been demoted. Miles Morales is no longer Spider-Man. Now he's Spin with 1 million upgrades in his backpack.
All right. So
I'm hot. I'm sorry.
Storm has an ongoing. They ended it for some stupid Revelation story nobody cared about. I don't think anybody's talking about that Revelation storyline anymore. I think it was a bad idea. And then they're restarting the series again. Whether or not that series will be ongoing all depends on all of you doing your pre-orders for the Storm book. Talk about it next week at Stormwatch. Black Panther, Ultimate Black Panther, which doesn't even 616 universe. So I don't even know if that even counts, but that book just ended. That you can get the Intergalactic Black Panther, which is out, but that's only 4 issues. That's about to end. So you're going to tell me the 2 #1 black superheroes in the world in comics, Storm and Black Panther. One doesn't even have an ongoing book. The other one is living on a prayer, hoping that you guys will keep buying it so the book can keep going. If those 2 books, if those 2 characters can't be successful, all these other characters, what about all your what about isms? What about this character? What about that character? What about this character? What hope do they have? You can't get more exposure than the #1 freaking MCU movie of all time of a singular character. You can't get more exposure than that. And you can't get an ongoing book? be successful? You can't get black folk and white folk to say this is a dope character. Let's support this character, make sure the story keeps going. So insert name of your book that you're going to go, what about this? Insert that there and ask yourself, if that doesn't work, if that can't be successful, if that can't be on the shelves every month, what chance do you have? Let's keep it a stat. Right? If you're trying to get that level of success, meaning books sold, I'm not talking quality, I'm not talking meaningfulness, because to be honest, Marvel and DC, if you're talking quality and meaningfulness, that's not really where it's at. It's really in the indie books. We all know that. That's not the conversation we're having. All right. We all know that if you really want all the things we complain about every week, you kind of would be buying black indies. But you ask the black indie creators and publishers if they're getting that support.
No,
they're not. But they're and the black indies are, why are you guys spending all this money on Marvel and DC when you can come to us? But the reality is, y'all ain't spending it on Marvel and DC black characters.
Talk about it. Fair Square Comics. Talk about it.
They're not spending it on Marvel and DC characters.
Don't get.
So I don't know where the money's going, but it ain't going to black characters, whether it be Marvel, DC, or indie. I don't know what's going on. I say all this, and I'm sorry for being long-winded.
No, talk your talk.
This kind of came out of nowhere, and I wasn't expecting all this.
None of us were.
If Milestone can't be successful, if Black friggin' Panther can't be successful, what does that say about the future of the characters and books and creators that we love? And what does that say, more importantly, about all of us as comic book collectors, readers, and fans?
Well, let me say this piece.
Talk your talk.
This is I don't want to take up the whole time tonight and on this, but this was a very important subject, and I want to say this too. None of us, we're all pro indie. We're all pro indie.
Oh yeah.
All pro indie. But you know,
I've been talking Concrete Comics Under Armour for weeks.
We were making
that deal. I got no kickback.
No, for sure. We were just trying to make a point that there's reasons why different things can happen. You know, my book, The Forgotten, that's going to be dropping, is more than likely going to be an indie piece as well. But here's the thing: we get deep in these conversations, and I think that is what makes our channel a little bit different, because we talk about the cultural aspect, we talk about everything. And even sometimes it's all love. I don't want anybody to watch these channels and ever think we're arguing, disagreeing with anybody. We're not doing that. The thing is that we were just, as a group, we were just very disappointed that this happened, regardless if it was intentional or not intentional. I'm with Chocolate. Like, this is like, because there's so many things that are going on with this. The positive is that this weekend is OAX. Make sure you down there, get your original art, support your people, support your boy, me, Paul, Angel. We're going to be down there. Hey, and listen, since y'all talking support, man, run my video again, Chocolate. I'm going to see y'all Negroes going to put y'all money where y'all mouth is. Run the video. Y'all talk all this, spending money and supporting the black community. Come on, support this brother right here. Run that one more time, Chocolate.
I got you.
This is Big Phil, and I'm excited.
Yeah. Why is it doing that? Hold on.
It's all right. Let me get ready. I'll take my coffee table book for Collections in Black. It's on this.
We gotta do it from the top.
Take it from the top, Black man. This is Big Phil, and I'm excited to say that my coffee table book for Collections in Black is on its way and will be available soon. The beautiful thing about this particular book is that you will get a chance to see never before seen footage from Collections in Black. You get a personal view of the art, the artists, the locations, the creators, and everything else that has to do with the culture. So as you can see, I'm very excited for the coffee table book. to the point where I'm going to release a preview of it within the next couple of weeks. And even in the preview, we're going to have a sneak peek of my comic called The Forgotten. I'm only printing up a limited number of copies, and the first 50 copies will be numbered and signed by me. I'm going to say that one more time. The first 50 copies will be numbered and signed by me. I'll start shipping out copies for only $15 within the next couple of weeks. And remember, this is going to be limited edition. There's not going to be a lot of copies made, so can't wait for you to see the book. Peace. That was incredible. So now, me showing that is 100% on brand, because we're sitting there talking about support, culture, paying for whatever. Now, I should have no issue in selling. I mean, I'll be honest. I did sell a decent amount of copies to some hardcore people, mostly people from my city, show me love, and they bought these pieces. And for those who don't know what that is, Collections in Black was the very first exhibit of all original, culturally relevant Black comic book art ever. And I'm gonna say ever because if you went to any other, there were facsimiles, there was wasn't the real shit. Mine was real. Not even up for debate. It was all real. As a matter of fact, I had somebody that wanted to, I'm gonna say it. We were supposed to get Luke Cage #1, and some things didn't happen. The actual cover. And as a matter of fact, if you watch OAX All Access episode #1, you'll see me at Heritage Auctions when we got the phone call that they was giving me the cover to Luke Cage #1.
Tough.
So and that's real, and that's not me talking crazy or name dropping. I just be there for real. I'm there for real. I get the phone call. So beyond my, I had not, it was beyond my reach, and something happened on another end where we didn't get it. So it was like, well, we're going to give you like a high res. But I said, I don't want to high res anything. I need for everything to be 100% authentic. That's one reason why you'll see me go so hard on AI art. I can't be a champion or an anchor for original art and then accept this artificial art. I can't do it whatsoever. But what I did want to say is I want to thank everybody who is bought one of the previews, the Ash Can, and also just to let you know that the Coffee Table book will be out. I'm aiming for this particular summer, and I'm not going to do like some of these other people who take y'all money and don't send nothing out or promise you something and you don't never get it. My stuff's coming out. I'm just keeping them funky. Like for real, I'm not shipping out in a couple of weeks.
Coming out.
Look, we want to keep it real. I got copies right now of the Ash Can. You know what I'm saying? I ain't waiting. I ain't gotta wait to print my shit up. My stuff. I'm sorry, I ain't got excited. Jesus Christ.
Listen.
Look, here's the thing.
You guys are both up to about $20 in fines, just so you know.
Sorry, I got you.
Listen.
But all I'm saying is this: I do this because it's important that we tell our stories. It's important that the culture is represented. I don't have an issue with other people telling our stories, but as long as they get the history right. And if it's, if not me, then who? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we were making a conversation about how certain things come to the right person. And like when I first got the Joe Louis pieces, to come to find out that Bill Fade, who had bought them, a white guy, said to my other guy, Cody, was like, when he bought them, he knew they belonged to me and made sure I got them. So, this is just how this works. This is history. We're all making history at this particular point in time. And it's getting late, and I'm going to be quiet, and I got to go to the dentist in the morning. But listen.
Well, listen. I'll leave this. We ever talk about support and whatnot? I'm not apologizing for my anger. Because
there's no reason for you to apologize.
I'm not, because it comes from a place of love and understanding that while it may seem small, it may seem minute, that it just drops, but no, the effects of this are giant. Like Paul put it eloquently in a way that I didn't, but Storm and Black Panther ain't moving, Milestone ain't moving. What shot you got? I'm sorry. It is what it is. Now, that being said, February 28th. Let's get into it. February 28th on Whatnot. Myself, Joe Illidge, Nicholas Draper Ivy, Joshua Swaby. I got some surprise. Now I can't talk. Some surprise and special guests popping up too. Hold on.
I need to get permission from my wife to fly to New York so I can go to that.
Joe's texting me.
You said permission.
Permission.
What?
You know what? This is why my mentor is the freaking GOAT. Paul, all I can say is publicity is good publicity. This is why. Yo, okay, that just made my day. Okay. Boys and girls.
Is he watching right now?
He's texting me. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's lighting a fire under. We'll talk offline because I'm. Oh, okay. Boys and girls, every single cover. So we got 5 covers of these bad boys. We got the Dennis Cowan cover, Dan Jurgens cover, Sway, Yasmin Lopez cover. I will have all 5 of these covers. Now, the thing about the Chocolate Affair, I'm not like Midtown. I'm not like all these other stores.
Wait, pause.
Talk about it. Let me hear it. What?
Did you just call it the Chocolate Affair?
Chocolate Affair, man. He's out of control.
I am absolutely. I'm absolutely upset with everyone on the show. Everyone in the audience, you and Phil. I sat there and I brought in some amazing artwork. Look at it. I'm not even done.
I'm actually appreciating the fact that your background isn't a mess anymore.
Oh, I'm fixing the office because Phil. I got my Damian Scott. I got original.
Oh, I got the same Damian Scott piece.
No, you don't, because mine is signed, remarked, and official.
Chadwick Boseman.
No, you don't, because mine is signed, remarked, and official. No, you don't.
Well, mine is signed.
Yeah, but yours is print.
Oh, you have that's the original joint?
Yours is print.
But yeah, mine's a print.
Yeah, I know. This ain't print. That ain't print. That ain't print.
Let me tuck my chain back in.
Nah, no. That ain't print. Right. And then I'm sitting here bringing you top quality, professional. I mean, do you see what's going on right here? Do you see me right here? Like, do you like? I don't think y'all understand.
You did not animate the Jesus.
Listen, I don't think y'all understand what we doing out here.
Oh my gosh!
Like y'all, what? Boys and girls, children of all ages, what? Y'all not. Listen,
that figure should technically have his mic in one hand and comics in the other hand.
Listen, Marwan, you know the vibes. You know how it goes into Whatnot. You know how we do it. How we listen. Nonetheless, February 28th, Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Myself, Joe Illidge, Nicholas Draper Ivy, Joshua Swaby. Now, once again, yes, here at the Chocolate Affair, we do things a little bit differently. Why do I say that? If you go to Midtown, you go to other stores, they only have that book there. And you can get that book signed and you take it, you get a handshake with Joe and you go home. Chocolate, I got books by Sway that's going to be signed. I got books by Nick that's going to be signed. I got double signed books. I got triple signed books. I got slabs. I got rare, never seen books by Joe, Nick, Sway, Stephanie Wood. Damn. And it's a CGC event. Boys and girls, I'm telling you right now, you can get one copy signed because everybody else is going to have Joe and they may have someone else. But only here, you'll get the majority of the signatures. Oh, matter of fact, hold on. Since we're doing show and tell, I want to do a little show and tell. Hold on. Here we go. Nah, we do a little show and tell. I want to do a little show and tell. Let me do a little show and tell. So remember, I told everyone to get this book right here, right? Because we're gonna do a little show and tell. I didn't do show and tell today. I did not. Remember, I told everyone to get DCKO. The Kids Are All Right, and everybody was like, "Why get that? Why get that?"
I got that's one of the books I have here.
I know you did, right? I got all covers. Now, why is this book so? Yeah. This book is gonna be signed by the great Joe Illidge. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
I got 2 copies.
Oh, don't worry about that. On top of that, I'm just giving. You know what? Hold on, Chocolate. Make yourself bigger. You Marwan, you know the vibes. listen, have I not been behaving all day? BCL, you guys get the exclusive. Joe Illidge, first press.
You gotta play the BCL exclusive video.
You know what? You goddamn right. Where's Derek? You goddamn. And before I do that, because I was hot, I was 100% hot. We gotta give the man his credit. I will not allow that.
Donation. It's a donation. I thought it was the trash. Don't be hitting on me.
Thank you.
Raf X7 during the tirade. Yeah, we calling it the chocolate tirade. You donated. Appreciate it. I think DC's trying to sab. Listen, yes. Goddamn right. Yes. Yes. And Marwan, listen, you know the vibes. You've been to a chocolate affair. Boys and girls, Catalyst Prime, Lion Forge, Christopher Priest, Joe Illidge, El Rosado. Oh yeah, where else you gonna get that? Nowhere else. You know, just a little something. Ram God from Massive. Ayo on the name. Joe Illidge book. Amazing. Now, on top of that, listen, I'm just giving you, you know what? I should just go for the gusto. Damian Scott, Joe Illidge, first appearance of Cassandra Cain, Batman 566 No Man's Land, signed by Joe Illidge, signed by Damian Scott, CGC eligible. Where you gonna get that? Yeah, I thought so. Not Midtown Comics, no place else, here at the goddamn Chocolate Factory. But you know what? Since we support indies, Noble, #1, Brandon Thomas. Yeah, Lion Forge, Talk to Me Nice. You know what? Because I like it so much, how about we do Noble #1? How about we do a Cell, another indie, Joe Illidge, Damian Scott. Talk to boy, what? No.
Bro, you know you're not on Whatnot right now, right?
Listen. How about we do another one? How about we do Volume 2, Volume 1? A Cell, Joe Illidge, Damian Scott. We're not even done. Are you kidding me? Noble 2, Noble 3. Don't tell me. Listen, boys and girls, February 28th, make sure you lock in. You know we're going to have a good time. We got the Nubians. We got the Stephanie Williams signed goodies. CG's. Boy, you know what? I'm going to leave it with, I'm not going to say nothing no more. I'm not saying nothing no more. Now, you're probably like, what is that? I can't see it. The screen is small. Good. I'm happy you asked. Hold on. No. I'm happy you asked.
Worlds collide, baby.
Worlds collide. Now you're probably like, wait a minute, Chocolate. Why do you have this book? Why? What, I don't understand.
Because Chocolate knows what's coming out next week.
Listen. One thing about me, I do my history. I do my due diligence. Stay with me. Let me get it together.
Did I just drop a spoiler? That might have been.
You know what? It's okay. It's about time you drop spoilers. It's okay. You want to know why I say that? Hold on. Part of my get the video out of here. Remove. Get the video out of here. Add to stage. What do we have right here? What is that? Yeah. Oh, Talk to Me Nice. Homage, maybe. Boys and girls, don't. What we got? Dennis Cowan, Dan Jurgens, goodness. Boys and girls, February 28th. You want to talk about support? Make sure you go buy Phil's book. Okay, $15. Don't buy one, buy two. Give another one to your friend. Listen, he's only having 50 copies. Make sure you support. After the 50 that's done.
50 signed copies. No. Slow down, Zach. Only 50 signed copies. There's more.
I'm sorry. Only 50. First off, listen. We are comic book heads. The black is first, the comic is second. We want the exclusivity. We want the signed goodness. We want the CGC eligible. We want the rarity. Okay. Yes, we will get the unsigned after we have to. But first, boys and girls, and I'm saying 50. I'm sorry. It's really 44 copies. Because 1 through 5 and 33, they go into a special treatment. It's really 44 copies. 44 signed copies. Go get them. Remember, not only is it a preview book, it's an ash can because it has the first Forgotten inside of that. An indie book as well. Yes, sir. We supporting that once it drops. Boys and girls, children of all ages, we got to do better. Let's support our indie comics. Let's make sure we pick up our pull lists. Let's make sure we check. Matter of fact, Paul, you know what? Hold on. I know we don't got a lot of time. We got to get out. Before we go, let's talk this indie ish real quick. I'm a regular person. I just came into it. I don't want to recommend because I don't want no one to say, hey, you ain't talk about me, whatever. But where can we go to look for indie comics? Yes, the BCL will have a repository.
First go to the website. Show them the website. Show them the website where they can know where they can go look for indie comics.
Oh, you mean blackcomiclords.com? Oh, you mean blackcomiclords.com? Oh, I got you. Hold on. Oh, I got you right here, my good man. Maria Ayadele.
It's late.
We about to dip out?
Not for that. I need some chapstick.
Oh my God! What? What's that?
Chap, man. The Carmex done wore off, man. I done got chaps.
This man said Carmex. Check it out. Here we go. Literally, what that say? Black Indie Comics. Check it out. Pardon me. Look at that. Fourth Wall, 50 Comics, Advent Comics. I mean, the list goes on and on. Why my Wi-Fi won't act up stupid now? Now DC sabotaging me? What I do to y'all?
Hey, they told you don't talk about us.
Owned by Warner Brothers, man.
What I do to y'all? Now DC sabotaging me. Ain't this a bit? Here we go. Look at that. Black Sands. Ooh, Black Sands. Dream Fury. Dream Fury is my Haitian brethren. Got Keisha Demon Eater.
Lil
Listen. Newton Lilavois. Yeah, I said Newton Lilavois. I say like American Haitian.
One of the realest too. That's a big brother.
And so every year at Schaumburg, we do, when I say we, the Bulletproof crew and I, spearheaded by myself, we do what we call the gem of the show. What indie comic is the gem? Meaning that book can fly right now. Put it on the shelves. It's good to go. Boom. One year it was Tuskegee Airs. The last 2 years it's been Dream Fury Comics. Keisha Demon Eater. Ready to go. Put on the shelf. Woof. Outside, Kev Pitts. I think we on Whatnot right now. Oh, hush. And Marwan, you know the vibes. You know that's not even 1% of the goodies. I mean, Kingswood Comics, boys and girls. Kingswood Comics, another one of my boys, David Crownson, Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer. He also got Killer Bee by my beautiful. Oh, I'm in love with this girl. Oh, she's that's about to be a live action movie. Killer Bee, Concrete Comics had a beautiful situation with Unknown. Listen, we could go down this list and talk about everything. Bottom line,
Concrete had that situation with the shoe. What shoe brand was Concrete did something with?
I know it's Unknown Comics, and I know he did a shoe brand. I heard about the shoe brand. I don't know.
Concrete had something with I
know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
Man,
about Solar?
No,
Solar? No, Solar. No. But I think Concrete got another deal with Sneaker, with a shoe company.
Oh, yes. I think they got a athletic wear contract.
Yes, I don't know what that. And then
Under Armour. There it is.
Yeah, our boy, freaking John Jennings. John Jennings said, "You know what? Not only am I going to make dope books, I'm gonna make it so everybody can enjoy this. I'm going to be a publisher and have dope books on mine." He has comics, graphic novels, and actual books, boys and girls.
Shout out to Megascope Comics with John Jennings.
Oh my God, it's in my library. What's her name? It was a book, and he turned it into a graphic novel. He did it last year, or the year prior. It was an actual book by what's her name? And he turned it into a graphic novel.
Oh, Octavia Butler.
Octavia Butler. Thank you. Yes.
Parable of the Sour.
Yes, thank you. Listen,
it is Parable of Talents.
Listen, Second Sight, Rippaverse, straight. You guys know how I feel about Stranger Comics. I feel like Stranger Comics should be the fourth. And this is not a black. I gotta say it. Disclaimer: my thoughts and my opinions are of Sexual Chocolate, not Black Comic Lords. Do not attack them and say, "Oh, Paul, you said." No, I said it. I feel like I want to make it very
disclaimer free. We got to give you your own disclaimer.
Yeah, give me my own disclaimer because I might.
You both need your own disclaimers.
Yeah, 100%. Because I feel, and no shot to anyone else, but Stranger Comics should be number 4. And keep in mind, Fabrice, who's the owner of Fair Square, is another one of my buddies that we chop it up with. I know if he's watching this, he's gonna be like, "Really, Chocolate? What about me?" I said what I said. I love you. I'm gonna support you, but I said what I said. And what I mean by number 4. Marvel, DC, Image, Stranger Comics. I'm sorry. They should be the 4th. Tribe, Wiseacre, Dope, Zombie Love, our boy Rodney Barnes. Come on now. Come on. The list goes on. And on Unique Studios, we're putting out some dope shit too. I do know.
What you just said about Stranger Comics should really hit ahead in the next 2 weeks.
That's suck it now. What you know? What you know?
I know a lot.
What you know? Boom.
I know y'all better be fans of Stranger Comics now before they blow up.
Listen.
Don't be a fan later.
Listen. Y'all
might want to go buy those books from now.
Listen, Sebastian has. I think we said this last week. Sebastian and his team have one of the fact that in terms of the hip hop homages, their books have staying power. Their Tribe, their Notorious B.I.G. homage, the other one with All of Us. No, I think I was actually on with Herschel on Instagram. I was able to grab Herschel and do a live with him on Instagram.
Yeah, I got to talk to you about
that. But yes, freaking. It's their Tribe, their Low End Theory with everyone's face. Could you imagine having the black comic worlds out with having everyone's face on that? Oh my god, man! But here we go, baby. Here we go. Paul, take us home.
Phil, are you good?
No, I'm chill. I'm letting y'all do y'all thing.
Is there anything else you wanted to share?
Listen,
I do want to share really quick. One more time.
I'm sorry.
The book's getting ready to drop.
Oh yeah.
I really, most of you, if you could make it to Florida for OAX, it is an incredible situation. You need to be there. Support the books that you like, the books that you love. Support extra books that you think that need a little bit of help. And I encourage everybody in 2026. I want people to make this the year that you buy your first piece of original art. Doesn't have to be anything big, nothing fancy. Just get into the game. Just a one-on-one game. I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes it's a lot easier than you think. You pick up a comic and this person draws pen and pencil. You can actually, a lot of times you hit these guys up on their IGs and ask them, hey, is those pages available? Is this available? And a lot of times that creates a relationship that you didn't even know that you were able to have. Now, if we were to come to OAX this particular weekend, some of the greatest creators will all be there in a room together, and you could get some incredible sketches and things of that particular nature. Like I just feel like OAX is something that people just need to experience, on their own. But if anything else, I appreciate the support that I've gotten so far for the book. I love y'all, and that's all I really got. Paul, I'm looking forward to kicking it with you this weekend again, my brother.
You still didn't send me your flight information.
When we put on the damn thing for everybody else to see so they can intercept the plane.
I'm saying you're supposed to text it to me. Text me the information.
My bad, guy. Let me get to you right now.
All right.
But that's all. Oh, one more time, Expensive Paper. You the guy, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. That's all I gotta say.
Look, everyone is watching us. All of us are loyal followers, our family. Appreciate y'all. And I know that we did a bit of tirades tonight, and I know for the most part, those who are watching tonight, you're not the ones who are the problem. I know you all. I think one person in chat said, "Well, what's the solution?" All of you guys are the solution, man. Spread the word. Keep pre-ordering your books. Share the books that you love. Don't just get a book because you think a movie is going to come out about it. Get stuff that you're reading. Readership is important. Reading is fundamental.
Yeah.
This man out
and you want to support the books that you love. Don't worry about what everybody else has. Worry about what you love to read. Because at the end of the day, years from now, when you're old in a retirement home and you said, I want to read a book, you don't want to pick up something that you picked up because someone said it was a hot book and they thought, a movie is there something that's going to come out about it. It's something that you'll enjoy. Those are usually the best comics, and those are the ones that really should be made into movies. But we appreciate each and every one of you. And if we get fired up about this, if we go on about it, it's because we truly love this stuff.
Facts.
we're truly passionate about it. This is our life. This is our passion. And I know a lot of you feel the same way. So with that, appreciate you.
One more piece.
You don't interrupt when I'm doing my spiel.
I know, man.
I was on a roll.
I apologize, Black man. I just want to say this too. I need for people to understand we don't get paid to do the Wednesday wrap up. We all got things we have to do. We do this because we love this. Let me tell you something. There's some people who don't understand that. Now, we do want to get in all full transparency. We do want to get in a space where we're able to get paid for this. That is core. That is not the end goal, but that would be nice. But that is something that we are trying to attain. We stay on here because we love this art form, and it's important that you get us on here talking about it. And the people who come in every week and talk, you know, we consider y'all family. So if we going back and forth, it's not we trying to berate or whatever. It's just like when you're kicking it with your boys, you don't all agree. We could argue and fight or whatever, but then we're gonna go hoop afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that this is also, we don't have these forums where we could do this. And I'll be honest, you go to some of these other black forums, a lot of these dudes is weirdos, man. Bunch of weirdos. A lot of these dudes is weirdos, and they're goofy, and they on this other stuff, and they don't talk about real life. Like we get on here, man, and we'll start talking about comics, but then we start talking about real life stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's not me.
I bought a FUBU shirt yesterday.
That's what you say?
I bought a FUBU shirt yesterday.
Well, I don't know if I give a damn about your damn FUBU shirt. My thing is that we keep it we keep it real. We try to keep it as authentic. There's no fluff. There's no extra stuff. We want to give it to you raw. We want to give it to you. This is what this is. That is why on any given day you can have your favorite artists, writers jump into the chat and comment and do what else without us having to hit them up and say, hey, can you please jump on today? Of course, we have to do that too sometimes, but a lot of times they're just in here because we get the information correct. So I'm done. Paul, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna see whoever's gonna be there this particular weekend. Oh, and I'm DJing at OAX two separate nights.
Ooh, 2 for 1, baby.
Yeah,
I forgot to mention something. I kind of sort of mentioned it earlier, but I didn't really get into it. Tomorrow night, I'll be back.
We back.
A book drop today, the 60th anniversary issue of the Black Panther.
Do you know that book was book was low printed?
Was it?
So I walked into BP Bulletproof today, and I'm like, "Yo, hey, where the hell's my Black Panther?" And he's like, "I don't know. Go find out." And I have access, so I'll go and I'm sitting there on the computer. I'm like, "He ordered it. What the hell? Where's my book?" A lot of people ordered it from the shop. Where's the book? Low print. What do you mean? Reallocated because of low print.
Nice.
That means they did not have enough to fill the order. So if you get it, you get it.
Wow.
Don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but
hopefully my LCS won't screw me over because I pre-ordered that months ago. I've read this. We're gonna break it down, chop it up. It's a lot of stuff in there. And it talks about some other things. It brings up some other subject matters with regard to the Black Panther that I'm sure will come up in our discussion because, reasons. But please, I hope all of you come join us tomorrow night, 9:00, same channel. And we'll talk about my guy, my favorite comic book character, the Black Panther.
Yes, sir.
All right. So with that being said, fellas, appreciate you joining and starting the show and keeping us going. Appreciate you guys. Phil, I'll see you in a couple days.
My man.
The rest of y'all, see you tomorrow night. Black Comic Lords, we got you.